Everybody behind the scenes is looking rather nice, so we're going to get this party started. We've got some good-ish questions to get some DMC going here, but hopefully you guys are in for it. We got a little fun planned for you. So, without any further ado, let's get everybody on screen. Here we go. Hey, everyone. Everyone's so excited to be dressed up. Look at them.
Who the hell is that? Who's this?
Wait, where am I? What am I doing? What's going on? Oh God! Oh God! I've gotten lost again.
Yeah. There's officially too many white guys on this stream.
Wait. Tell me about it.
I can change that.
Why is everything yellow?
Some of this filet out here.
All right, so let's
a quick wash.
Let's start going around the room. Let's see what we got here. Let's start with our rookie.
Hey,
look at this guy.
Look at that guy.
What? Me? Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Introduce yourself to everybody, Kyle. Come on.
So,
who that?
As Tim just mentioned, I am Kyle, clueless Gumpla builder. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, but we're gonna find out how this plays out. As the name implies. Where's my finger?
Nope.
I don't know where I am.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
You'll figure it out.
Right here. So I build Gumpla like everybody else, and I don't know how I get it done. It just works.
Throw it against the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah, I make doo-doo, and it smells delicious.
Say it smells delicious.
Everybody loves their own scent.
Jesus.
Caroline.
Good stuff. Well, thank you, Kyle. Thank you for being the rookie.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Welcome to the gang. All right.
No longer have to hype Julio. I can hype myself this time.
Well, and speaking of Julio, let's go over to Business Chooch himself. Look at this guy.
I don't do that at my desk normally. I don't normally business chooch that hard. What's going on, guys? Flipping Nubs, Big Chooch, Chooch Magooch, Big Baby Chooch. I got a nice little thing on. Tim made me do it. This is coming off by the end of the night. I got a big old cup.
You promise?
Yeah. I'm gonna be sitting here in my wife's blesser.
Hey!
It's gonna be delicious. I hope you guys are ready for me to shake it. My PayPal is Julio's head.
Hit him on his Venmo.
Hit me on that Cash App. I got all of them.
What's the weight update?
Oh, 286? Somewhere around there? I don't know.
All right.
Looking good. This shirt is huge on me. Like, it's big on me.
It does look like you're wearing a big shirt.
Yeah.
Wearing a big old shirt right now. I gotta go shopping.
Dude, it looks like you're straight out of East LA.
I'm trying.
A little bit, he does.
I'm a little
kind of low rider you have?
I'm a little
You gotta button up that top. There you go.
Are your white socks all the way up?
I just got space in here.
You just have a neck now.
Kyle could fit in there.
You could loosen the top button.
I know, but then I'm gonna
It
have
won't kill you.
all that taco meat
That's
out.
too casual.
It's
big right now.
Oh.
Too much. That's too papi chulo for you.
We didn't have to pay for that either.
Get your dollars, ladies. Get
You
your
see how
dollars.
easy that was?
Yeah,
Hey, wall my ass.
You didn't have to do anything. Like just the top one. Just let the top one up.
Oh my holy shit.
I didn't hear any coins drop.
We've got a special one behind the scenes in the green room.
Who is it?
Well, I'm not spoiling the surprise, you guys. I am not spoiling the surprise.
Who's next? Round table.
I'm not doing it. We're not spoiling it. All right, let's go over to Brian, Mr. Bro Builder himself.
Hey.
Guys, how's it going?
Mr. Waistcoat.
Waistcoat.
Look at that vest.
I'm feeling my Miller haircut from The Expanse. So,
Yeah.
how you guys doing tonight? Here we are on semi-professionalism.
That should just be the name all year.
I've been working on my stuff as per usual. If you tuned into my live stream last night, I started working on this this custom monster Byerlint that I'm doing.
Yeah, look at that.
And so I wrapped up most of the work for the hoses on it. Oh, my camera's being nice to me today. Look at that.
Freddie would be proud.
Yeah. It feels kind of Akira-ish.
Yeah. I wanted to give it that like
True.
explosive biomechanical mutation kind of thing going on.
Yeah, buddy.
To get to that effect, essentially, I just took took it apart where it naturally came apart from the polycaps and the pegs, and then using that to balance again. Cool. Then using like sleeving styrene, and a pin drill, I just essentially extended those pegs out to where I could slide the polycap in on a little like stilt of styrene rod. It made this like really weird wiry framed kind of thing, and then I could pose it in the position I wanted to get it in, and then freeze it with the tentacles a la Freddy. So it turned out pretty good. I'm looking forward to painting it up. It's for the Mobile Suit Breakdown Violent Build-Off that's going on right now for the Mobile Suit Breakdown Patreon. If you guys aren't familiar with that podcast and you've got some free time, check it out. They do a really, really excellent, like comprehensive dive into literally every episode. They've gone through all of original Gundam, like UC Gundam, and now they're going through Zeta. And they're like, what, about 2/3 of the way through Zeta or something like that right now, I think. So yeah, check it out. It's really good. They like break it down. They bring on like theoretical physicists and psychoanalysts and like all this stuff to like break down the reactions between the different characters and stuff like that. Super duper cool. So this isn't a commercial for them. I just really like the show, and I'm a patron.
So Brian, do they argue whether mobile suits rust in space?
Not really, but I think they do. There is some talk with theoretical physicists about that kind of like stuff. So
there's moisture up there. A little bit of moisture.
Well, there's acid. There's acid.
Ice asteroids.
There's horrifically caustic acids in space, and that's kind of like the thing. So I did work on this little guy, which you can see pretty well.
Hey,
hold on, time out. Let's get a close up of the Sinanju, please.
Enhance
of just the Sinanju.
Just the Sinanju.
Switch cameras.
You want me to take it out of the
no. I just want to confirm my suspicions that he looks like that initial scene from Talladega Nights where Ricky Bobby doesn't know what to do with his hands.
I know you don't like the hands, Tim.
No, just put it back on. Put it back on. Come on.
I'm turning away from the camera so you can get a better view. Wise guy.
Like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Hey, look at this wise guy.
Yes!
Hey.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
What are these?
It's spirit fingers, you assholes.
Yeah.
It's not. Spirit fingers are out. Come on.
So what I did recently, actually I'm just gonna lay this down on its side so this doesn't like crash. So what I did very recently was I worked on these hands. They have these like really derpy little fingers. They're like these like molded in little stubs. So I wanted to give it more of the like extended funnel effect. So I just whipped some out of styrene, and then backfilled the backside of the BB hand with a epoxy putty, and then front filled with super glue to make sure that I could get like a nice even flowed in hard coat, and then drilled into that with a pin drill to set the wires in to get the fingers. Worked out pretty good. I feel much better about it. Gives it more of like a like 4 fingers and a thumb kind of feel to it, and still ties into the whole Neo Zeong like funnel effect deal.
Yeah,
funnel hands.
Yeah, and it, it kind of sends it over.
I feel like
really good looking Neo Zeong right there.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty decent, right, for a little guy. I feel pretty good.
Yeah,
about
I mean,
it.
one of the best SDs I've ever seen.
I feel like the Neo Zeong's hands should mimic the Sinanju's hands. Just throw them up like that.
Yeah,
throwing them up.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not in its final pose or anything like that. Clearly,
I don't know what to do with my funnels.
Come here.
Famous last words.
I don't know about you, Chris, but my one side of the armor does not want to stay in the polycap.
I do not have that problem.
Yeah, mine's always had that problem though. So
yeah, I don't know.
It just leans to the left a little bit. Don't worry.
It's not even that. It just wants
Okay.
to, it will sit in there if you put it there, but it wants to fall out. So I'm probably gonna end up having to glue this thing together, which is fine. I don't mind doing that.
Magnet.
Magnet isn't gonna do shit for what I'm trying to get this thing to do. So.
Pin it. Never let it move again. Yeah.
I don't know. I got
I would have to like
plastic bag.
I would have to like multi-pin it. It'd have to be more than one pin, which is fine. I mean,
A hefty shoulder.
Because the polycap is yay big.
Well, yeah, the polycaps are pretty ginormous, but the idea is to get the thing to stay in its position. I guess I could do that. Wouldn't be too bad.
I mean, versus gluing it, how much more work do you want to do?
Right. Actually, penny is probably better because then I can peel it all apart to paint it well. So
there you go.
In the long run. But yeah, so speaking of that, I am getting around to that point where I think I can I can prime this thing and go over like any sort of abnormalities and get going. I know that I'm going to have some stuff that I'm going to have to fill and like go back over. So it's not like I'm done by any freaking means.
You got to get the proto molecule.
Proto-molecule. Let me get that Julio to start working on his build.
It's there. It's doing stuff.
I know it's sitting there collecting dust. That's definitely doing stuff. But
it's got dust on it. Particles of me.
We have another extension if you guys didn't know. So.
A little bit of Julio.
Oh yeah, until May. I can snap up like 4 more kits before it's due. Definitely.
Yeah, all I've really done is shot myself in the foot with that extension. Like, have to find something else to do.
Speaking of Julio and Kyle, we're all working on these guys.
Oh yeah,
nice.
So yeah, this is just this is just obviously a clean snap of this thing, but we're doing a four horseman themed build off. So got some ideas. I'm actually probably not going to be building anything. I'm just going to be drinking and sketching. So
that's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
So maybe have some cool things to show. But if you want to move it on to the next person, you're more than welcome to. I kind of did my show and tell, and it definitely wasn't at 100,000 BPM.
All right.
You didn't have enough coffee today.
There we go.
I had plenty of coffee today.
There she is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So I learned that after condoing my closet, I have almost nothing business casual. I work in construction. My business casual, this is the closest I get with the fur jacket just for shits and giggles, or it was just straight club wear, and that's not happening. So,
is the fur jacket blue? Is it blue?
Well, it's not green, Chris.
Well, I mean, like the one side is like super blue, and then the other
no,
side
it is blue. It's not real. It's H&M blue. And there is just so fucking much midriff going on. Anyway, so hi. I'm working on my SD build. It is still. I'm switching this fucking camera. That's still my fucking face. Oh. Okay. Anyway, so until May. Until May. I've got the MG backpack on my my God Gundam. However,
I
think it is too wide. I think the MG wings, whatever you want to call these, are too wide. Too much. So I'm going to probably modify and either put the HGs or the SDs back on. But that means that I have to either make
and the HGs.
Well, here's the thing. A couple of them are just about the same size for the SD and the HD. The only real difference is that the red one is a lot shorter, the middle one.
Wait. Pause real quick. Look at that ring. Look at that. Look at that. Damn.
These are my
bracelets.
I like that.
These are
my McQueens. Thank you.
Warlord.
Tell you Stevie.
A little bit.
Stevie Merkees.
Fuck you, Brian. Yeah, no, almost, but yes. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. The only issue that I have, I don't want to deal with is that the peg and the hole for everything that is not the MG is significantly smaller. Mm-hmm. So it's either make this attachment point skinnier and weaker, or file it down and build my own. I don't know. We'll see.
Option number 2.
That's kind of where I'm leaning. Mm-hmm. Or
just make the
glue them in paste forever. Well, it depends on how much more work I want to do.
You got time.
I do have time. I also have to build up the neck because his little shoulder cannons do not reach anymore.
Something off here.
No, I'm just gonna have him hold his own head. I think that'll be fine.
Short.
It's a fucking helmet.
It's just, yeah. I'll just put like Delmon's head on it. It's fine.
Right.
It won't be weird.
Let's put a little Norris Packard head in there. So.
Hey, I absolutely would like to do that. I think that'd be cute. But
I
yeah,
have
so
a ton of those figures, actually. I shit you not. I got a bunch of them from a friend of mine. I don't even know them, like Wing and whoever.
I was gonna say, you don't know the friend or you don't know the figures?
No, I know the friend, but I don't know the figures because it was just like he's like, dude, I dug up this box of old model kits from like early 2000s. Here,
Nice,
take them and make them into something.
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll confer.
I just get
and
friends that give me their old shitty HG-100 wing kits. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like that stuff. It's like there's like a tail geese in there. There's like a heavy arms, a death scythe, strike. I think there's a wing in there. I don't know, a bunch of shit stuff I don't know. I don't watch that shit. So
The old
Yeah.
American dump.
so I've got that guy, and then I have my Macross March, which is ready to be primed, but I don't want to do it. We'll see.
what are you doing across March again?
I am doing. It's a 3D printed. Where do you go? So Freddie was kind enough to 3D print this model for me that I bought off of this South American 3D printer artist. So it's just a Zentradi soldier holding up his gun, and it's standing it is like nails on a chalkboard.
It's all
Oh,
board.
I
no.
can't.
Yeah, hard, huh?
It's hard. Like you see, like those, like those tree rings when you cut a stump or whatever.
Mhm.
That's what you see
Yeah.
on certain areas, and it's just,
Built-in layers.
yeah.
Gnarly.
Prime it up.
You should have recasted it. You
Don't spin on
recast
it.
and then sand that.
I'm sorry, Chris. What did you say?
I said that I think you should have recasted it and then sanded that, just so it's not so hard.
How much
you
time do
cost
you think I have?
Yeah, at least another 3 days, 4 days.
There you go. You got this.
I'm a,
3 days is nothing.
I'm gonna overnight this to you.
Yeah, I need more
Oh,
resin
you don't
to
want to
sniff.
do it anymore, huh? Okay.
He's like,
I need more resin to sniff. You're good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the thought did cross my mind when I was, going through the 800 grid. I was like, you know what I could have done? Not this. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. First 3D printed model. So
That's dope. Put in that work.
Oh yeah, dude.
trial by fire. Let's go for it.
Right.
All right. Well, good deal. All right, let's go over to Chris Pabs.
Hey,
It's on my face. I'm
New
in
type
frame.
ad.
Hello.
What up, new type abs?
What? It's not new type. It's a skull. The skulls, man.
That's such a new type.
Oh, that matches my scarf I have sitting here to hide my
I need
stomach.
that scarf. Give me that scarf. But yeah, so hi, Chris Pabs. IG Chris_Pabs. Regardless of what people have been saying, I have been working on stuff. If I just switch. Let me just switch cameras real quick.
Defense.
Hey.
So,
What that?
Hey, look, it moved since you took a picture.
Here is a Neo Zeon. There it goes.
What?
There it goes.
What?
Kind of like Brian, I did extend the shoulders a little bit. Not as much as Brian, mind
That's
you.
okay.
But
They look good,
made
man.
it sharper, made it longer. Yeah, so the proportions are still. Oops, there goes the other one. Stoppier, but they're not as prominent. So it's still got that squished Xeon look.
Yeah.
Obviously some details. So now that I have a slightly better camera, I can maybe show you guys.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
So there you go.
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys
great.
see got some
Great.
curve lines.
like
So
that.
both sides. So mirrored. And then obviously
Widen
all
the
the
hips?
little details and all that stuff. Did I widen the hips? You said?
Yeah, it looks whiter. No.
I did not widen the hips. No. I did make the inside deeper so that the Sinanju can sit on there. So there's that. And then I've gone the opposite way of Brian, and I think I've already stated this, that I've focused on the Sinanju more than the Xeon. So here is the Xeon right now as it stands. So I decided to. I was trying my best to get the sleeves, the Heishi sleeve to work on it. So instead, I went ahead and scratch built it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking dope, bro.
So that's one side right now.
Oh yeah.
You can't really see it, but I did scribe like the little lines that go in.
You gotta get
and then
that,
so
gotta get that watercolor wash like Tim uses. Show off your
Yeah.
work.
I could do that, yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been working on. I'm getting pretty close to priming this thing because I'm getting tired of whipping it.
Nice.
That is
Oh,
sexy
yeah.
time.
You just got to do
Yeah,
the other
so-
side.
Yeah, that's the plan tonight to start doing the other side.
Nice.
The
What'd you
leg's
make it
kind of
from?
coming up right now. It's mostly polystyrene sheet. Actually, I have the if I can.
The bottom of it kind of looks like epoxy putty, like it's got a little yellowing to it.
Yeah, so if I can go closer, you can see a few stickers right there.
Look at that guy.
So these are all the pieces right here. So you've got like the two wings right there. The opposite side. This strip is what I use for the top and the bottom, and then I use some epoxy putty to make it thicker on the bottom side.
Oh, okay. Knew it. I called it.
Yeah, so that's pretty much like a large chunk of what I've been working on the last week or so. So just trying to get that done. This stuff right here is pretty brittle, so it hasn't been easy.
If you warm it up, is it better? Have you tried warming it up?
No, I mean, I've used like warm-ish water. But,
God save the Queen! It's Friday.
I can't say war in any other way. So I'm sorry. Okay, I can't say you're aluminium the way you guys do. But well, I don't care. Okay, anyway, let's get this over with. No one wants to hear me talk.
Hey, Pabby, what's the turn of the century called again?
The turn of the century?
Yeah,
The
it's
Jubilee.
The millennium.
A millennium.
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 A millennium.
Millennium.
A millennium. Yeah. So that's the gist of what I've all been working on. You guys have seen the weapon as well. So you got the little bullets in there. I swapped out the HG scope with the SD scope with the HG scope, so it's slightly larger. Again, proportions are very important. Added the cover right here, so if I take off then you've got this piece right here, so it adds more cover, and that's essentially the gist of what I've been working on. So hopefully, hopefully we can get more done tonight. Hopefully,
we get
during some
tonight.
DMCs. So there you go.
Yeah, later. We'll get into the DMC.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Always later. Cool.
Excellent. Thank you, Pabs. All right, so we've got some people in the background who want to come and show you what they're wearing. So let's get the swap in here real quick. Kyle, we're gonna swap you out here just for a second. Let's get our boy Z in here.
Oh, business.
Look at this dude.
Oh, there's my brother from a browner mother.
Yes.
My mother's very white, so yes.
And I'm rocking the gunpla pin on the lapel.
I got to get one of those.
Yep.
It's fresh today, thanks to Joel. But
you look nice, bro.
Business up top and casual on the bottom.
It's a pajama bottom.
Stand up.
You are straight broadcasting right now.
Is your collar popped?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh, there it goes now.
There
Okay.
it goes.
A little. It was a little bit. All right.
So, anyways, what's up, guys?
What up?
Hey, Z.
I am working on this bad boy here.
Hey.
Yeah, buddy.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is gonna be in collaboration with Holy Mountain Printing and Joel. He sent this over. He was kind enough to send it over and asked me to build it and do a little write-up and video. So that's starting tonight.
Dope.
And I've kind of got through the tires and I've already gotten some ideas going. So it's not a very detailed kit. If you can tell, like everything is kind of just like whatever.
Washed.
But I plan on I've already found a donor car. So Jada Toys makes 135 scale pullback cars.
Ooh.
And I ordered that. So I'm gonna rip the interior out of there and drop it in here. And so this thing has apparently an aftermarket, a Vertex body kit, which doesn't look like it on here, but I will go ahead and kind of take out the vents like you can see on the box and cut out the headlights and signal lights and all that. And the tires are basically slick on here. So I will upgrade these to actual radials, drift radials. And that's kind of what I'm working on. So
good stuff.
All right.
Dope.
Wonderful.
Hell yeah.
All
You gonna paint
right.
it white, just like the?
I'm definitely gonna keep it white, true to the anime,
Mm.
and maybe order up some decals as well to
Yeah.
the Red Suns decals.
You.
So kudos to you, Pat, or formerly Red Suns.
He's still the Red Sun.
Red Sun, aka Pabby. Pat, why are you British right now? Have you been drinking?
If you have to ask.
Right.
It's so much tea from
But that's enough of me.
All that Earl Grey.
Who's the surprise guest?
No choice.
Who's the what? Oh, the surprise guest. Word.
Surprise guest. Yeah. Let's find y'all want to find out who the surprise guest is?
Yeah.
Please.
All right, let's get him.
There it is.
Oh, whoa, what
And
is
you
that?
have kid.
What?
Not
Who's this
Pablo.
guy?
That's my mini me. That's Yusuf.
Hey,
That's
what's
me.
up?
It's lowercase c.
Hey, lowercase c.
All right, go play.
Hey! How
Middle
many
case.
have you got back there working for you?
Middle case.
It's like up in the bedroom.
Nice. All right, so let's swap out. Brian, let's put you in the back here for just a second here. All right, let's bring in our special guest.
Surprise guest.
Straight from New Jack City.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Look at this guy.
Looking good.
Yes.
I was a surprise guest. What?
Surprise guest. Drip.
Am I my brother's keeper? What?
Yo, the
one
Cuban
chain.
link is killing me.
Look at this.
I was told to dress nice, so I did the best I could.
Atta boy.
Hey.
I'm so proud of you right now. You got a watch on. I couldn't find my watch. I'm so proud of you.
How
A
many
little
fingers is that
something,
thing?
something, you know, a little.
Oh, pinch of thumb.
Are there batteries in the watch though? Like, does it work?
It's been working for like the past 3 days, so it's about to die.
Needs to charge.
It's a Chinatown special.
Frankie, I prefer the snap-on sweater. Honestly,
Sun
Oh my
sweater.
God.
my son sweater.
This is one of my old outfits from Miami. Clearly, it's aged pretty, bad. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's stopping a little bit of blood going from my brain right now.
You can't see you anymore.
As you can see, there's a little bit of sweat here. So,
Hey, it looks good though.
no, I appreciate it. And then I put the chain on. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna
Yeah.
stunt on them.
The Bronx.
Straight Nino Brown over here. Look at this
Fake
guy.
as hell, but yeah, it's good to be back.
Finally made one, eh?
So what you working on, Frankie? Tell us.
So right now I'm working on the Team SD build off my sick weed.
All right.
I'm still doing some touch ups, but I got the pipe
official name
working.
is-
Hold up.
I like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
I got
All
some
right.
wires in. I'm still looking for imperfections in the paint, and then after I'm done with that, in the next couple of days, probably work on this base, see what I could do, pull something out of my ass, because right now I don't got all the time in the world to work on this. So
You essential.
what?
You
You're
essential.
I'm surprised this shirt still fits. I'm like, oh, I've been working on myself, but
Is it tucked in though?
Nah.
you gonna try me on that one?
It's not.
I think the better question is, do you have pants on?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
There we go.
He's even
And
gonna
the belt.
What are you? Yeah, where are you at, Chris?
But I ain't got no socks on. No shoes in the house. That's it. I can't.
That's it.
That's where it stops.
That's it.
That's it.
I got-
Demonetized. Showed his feet. It's over.
My black shoes are in the door at the door. So I'll step out tonight. I'm going to club this crib tonight.
Club La
We're
Quiche.
in quarantine.
La Cosa.
But yeah, it's good to be back. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Miss you, bud.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
untie this because now I'm starting
It's
to
too
feel it.
much. Yeah, it's too much.
You need oxygen
That's
to
it.
your brain.
It's like when I go to a house party. I come in dressed, ready for the pictures. About 20 minutes later, take it
Naked.
off. Nobody gonna care. That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that a house party or prom?
Both.
I never went to prom, but I've been to many house parties. So.
Yo,
I've
man.
also never been to a prom, so I
I think
There
we
you
just
go.
found next week's theme.
Prom
Yo,
girl.
oh my God, prom? Come on.
No.
prom clubs.
Come on.
God, no.
Honestly, I couldn't make it to prom because I left school before then, so I had no choice.
I went to prom. That shit sucked.
Is it bad? Is it not like what I've seen?
It was fun. You dance a lot, and then at the end of the night, the girl tells you to go home by yourself.
Oh
Can't
no,
relate.
no.
I don't,
really.
I don't,
Nah,
I
that's
don't
not
know.
the way it goes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Never been there.
No,
Fun
prom
times.
is fun. Yeah, it's fun. You gotta have the
All
right.
right. What's that?
You gotta have the right friends for a prom.
Yeah.
You do. You gotta have the right friends for a prom.
Well,
the real
problem.
party is after the prom.
Yeah,
That's when
true.
the real fun starts.
That's true.
Everybody do a little something.
That's when you drive to the beach with a couple of bottles, and you're underage, but it don't matter
Yep.
because it's gonna go downhill from there.
The limo driver looks the other way the whole time.
What limo driver? We drove ourselves. The fuck? I'm sorry, we're not fancy like that.
She had
I
the
wish.
She had the limo driver.
Both years.
I wish we had Ubers back then. We'd fucking get come home trash.
Trash.
We had to opt out and stay at the beach and just wake
God,
up.
can you
and
imagine?
Y'all ready to go? All right, let's go. Banging headache. It was fun.
Yeah, prom was fun.
Wake up with a sunburn and shit. You know you had a good night.
Yo, Pabs, did you have a prom ever?
No, we proms were not a thing in the UK when I was young. So
They have the
Do they
Queen's
just call them
Ball.
balls? Is that why?
Yeah, the Queen's Ball.
no, I don't know what balls you're attending, Tex. But
Did you have quinceañeras?
what now? What is it? What is it? What is the Spanish fellow saying to me now?
I think that's
Holy shit. Cheers, Pabs.
Quinceañeras.
In some trouble.
That's when you
I drank too much peachy sips, yo. I'm trapped holding this damn thing. No, never went to a prom. Never. I mean, I know that nowadays I think some high schools have it there, but when I was young, it wasn't a thing.
Can we turn SEDMC into a prom for Pabs?
Yeah, we totally can.
Oh,
I'll be the DJ. I'll play all of UK's hottest hits.
So just all Spice Girls.
All the dudes stand on one side.
Both girls on the left, or the boys on the right, and then you point at your dance partner.
Holy shit. I need more to drink.
You have to have a coin to be able to dance.
I got a
Pay
coin.
the toll
Oh,
from that year.
It's in my pocket. Hold on.
There's no
Bang.
limos pulling up to the prom. It's all Mini Coopers.
Look at this dude with his coin. He carries
are you walking around the house
In
with
my
that
house.
coin in your pocket?
It's on me.
He
If I
keeps it
get
on him,
it
bro.
embedded in my neck,
He's weight training. It holds him down.
Goku shit. How about that? If I could really I might just get the front of it tattooed on me at some point.
Get it right across your
When
back.
you're on the treadmill and you're mile 2, you go on a mile 3, you pull out that coin, you look, I'm going for another 2 miles. Fuck.
Oh, that shit.
You look at that shit and you get some inspiration, get all that power going through you. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this shit.
I'm gonna get a black one.
There you go. Go for it.
It'll match your hat.
It'll match your beard. It'll match your beard.
Nah, I got Peppa in there right now. The
I swear,
word. I feel like I should get just for men and just be like, I feel you.
Well, no.
No, what? Just
I think the
silver, man.
look at Z. Wait, which way is it? This way.
Go
This way.
all silver.
Look at Z.
Nice.
Look at that salt and pepper. It's good.
It looks good. It does look good. I just don't have that face. If I had that face,
No one has that.
Yes.
no,
one
nobody has that face.
I got a little bit of it.
I gotta get my youth. My youth.
I haven't
Nothing
gone
wrong with it. Makes you
the
look
other night-
distinguished.
The other night I was so
Weird.
bored.
That's a
I
word.
counted how many gray hairs I had on my face.
Hey, shut
There's
up.
2. There's 2 gray hairs on my face.
There's 2 hairs total on your face.
No, dude. I got my Fu Manchu going on, you know? I didn't even shave.
I
You
can't
can
wait
grow a
to
beard.
get people's eyes
I
out.
can't grow a beard. I can't grow a full on beard. It's
Um,
only the chin and under the nose.
I'm envious.
yeah, grow that out, dude. All quarantine. Grow it out.
No, well, that's the problem though. Like, if I let it grow out too long, it starts to become long on the under the nose and not very long on the chin. So it becomes a Fu Manchu, a literal Fu Manchu.
Hey, go for it.
Eagle Claw.
Like a fucking kung fu master, man. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yo, let them know you're not
Kung
playing. You
Fu
pull up
master
the spot
and
and
he's
like,
British. You're gonna give this guy a conniption. He's gonna be so
Oh, you're
confused.
not.
I'm gonna be so confused what I am. I'm gonna start subtitling myself just to make sure I know what I'm saying.
Actually, that would be funnier if you did like live subtitles or closed captioning for your videos, but they don't match up what you're saying whatsoever.
I should totally do that.
Lean into
welcome
it.
to my Gunpla show.
Just do it in full, like, it's just full Cockney, like, English, Pabs, and then super, just straight up English translations.
I'm gonna need more tea for that. I'm gonna need more tea for that properly right there.
All right.
Get that couple tips in there.
Dude, you should totally be doing that.
Oh, I've got ideas. I've got some ideas.
All right, so we got 2 more waiting in the wings. We got a birthday girl to say hi to.
Yeah, you can go in the green room.
Yeah. All right, so Pabs, let's put you down under. Bye. All right, let's bring.
Oh,
Look at this guy.
See ya.
is that like a rain stick? Like, what's he play with?
Yeah, it's like a rain stick.
Nice. All right, let's get
You ready?
the birthday girl in here. Look at this chick.
Happy birthday!
Now this is business casual for the farm, I would say, right?
Yes, it is. Hold on, it is full on overalls. We got the little handkerchief, and
America.
God bless America.
I'd like to say this is the first time I've worn an outfit like this, but
I love you. Oh my God.
I love it.
Fresh as fuck.
Okay.
So Jay, what's on Monday again? Rewind us.
Monday's my birthday.
I thought it was today.
Hey. No, it's Monday.
No, I never
Birthday month.
I never celebrate my birthday when it's on Monday. It's fucking lame. Frankie, get with the program.
I've been away. I've been under a Dwayne Johnson for the past 2 weeks. Give me a break. Come on.
No breaks here. No breaks.
It's under a hobby.
Fair enough. I should be on my A game.
And if you're asking what the drink of the night is,
What do you got?
Raspberry rose.
Smirnoff.
Fancy? You fancy. Did you buy that
And-
yourself?
yes, I bought that myself.
Yeah. No more asking old people.
Right?
And
Uncle Frankie, can you buy me a shot?
I'll give you $10 if you buy me this case of beer.
I mean, if you want to buy me something, you can. It's always preferred.
It just
I
I'm gonna
am-
send you a 24-pack of Heineken. I got you.
I am a poor poultry farmer now,
chickens.
and for the workbench tonight, we got this little kit bash I did. It's a World War II
That's awesome.
Menagnac that I customized with leftover tank parts.
Just bought a Meganeck.
Good stuff. Did you just freehand camouflage it?
No, I airbrushed it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like freehand.
Yeah, I don't use stencils.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it.
Not for camo. I know you can use silly putty to outline at least, but I like how this provides the soft egg camo
Mhm.
because I did it up after my Jägerpanzer.
Yep. That looks awesome.
And what else you got on the workbench? Like, I decided to take this concept a little further and do a whole like country themed one. So I got the
Corn
Gag-
liquor.
the Gagoon.
What?
Like, I forgot the box.
Corn liquor.
Corn liquor, yes. Moonshining it. We're moonshining it.
Ooh, moonshine. Ooh.
Get lit.
I got a buzz
Have you
already.
had corn-based vodka yet, or have you made it?
I've had it. I haven't made it.
Next project.
She's a plug.
Made dandelion wine before, but that's a little iffy depending on
Sounds like some
where you
Witcher.
get the
She's a
dandelion.
moonshine plug.
That sounds like mead.
I've made mead before.
Ooh.
I hope you like it.
I never tried. I want to try it. It's like, yeah.
And so for this one is going to be the America one. So I got the little face right here, but like it's going to be eagle. I'm Americanizing the hell out of this one. This is gonna be converted to a full eagle head, like bald eagle. And then I'm working on the shield, and I'm gonna smooth it out, and then I'm gonna do like a 1950s like Captain America bullshit thing.
Ooh.
And it's gonna be like American flag, 100%. And I got some more to pin up water decals that I'm gonna put on.
Yes, I was about to ask.
Nice.
And then other than that, it's just I'm working on a petite guy custom, which is gonna be Venom.
Oh,
all right.
And that's on the workbench tonight. I've been trying a bunch of new stuff thanks to Tim.
Hey.
Steam line removal and scribing.
Yeah, all right.
And
there you go.
Back on the workbench tonight.
That's it. She's already a better builder than me.
That's it, yo. Mechanism is over.
Once you get describing, you blew me out the water.
Frank, hey, now I'm better. I thought I've always been better.
Ooh, damn. Where's the ice? Oh,
wow. No lube.
I know not to mess with John Lynn. I'll take the L. Give me the capital L, please. I'll put it in right here. Right there, look.
Put it right in the pocket. Thank you. I'm gonna go over there.
I'll take it home. I'll sleep on it. Take a little bite. I want no more.
You tapping out, Frankie?
Immediately. I know when to fight. I choose my battles wisely.
Throw in the tide. He's done.
Right.
I fear no man, but this lady, she's
she is no man.
She has all the powers of corn on her side.
You feel me? Beat me down with a used bottle of moonshine, and I get drunk and delusional. Nah, I'm not trying to take that trip.
It's not the Infinity Gauntlet. It's the Infinity Tractor.
Infinity Tractor. She's gonna get 6 of them.
She's got the Infinity Corns. I can't fuck with that.
It's got to plow the 5 stones. Yeah.
I got the Infinity Chickens right over here.
Look at that. She's got and she's threatening to get a squat on me. Nah.
You're gonna get jumped, bro.
Yo, have you ever had a chicken in Zelda? Have you ever had a chicken in Zelda? You don't. You just don't.
It is Farmer Jenny and the Clucky Bunch. I do like that name. Pretty good.
That's what I like to call
there's definitely a peppy in order.
Oh yeah.
I don't like how little Julio gets beat up by Steve. I'm not enjoying that bullying. HR.
Is it little Julio the retarded one too though?
Call human resources.
Do you want me to bring Steve out? I'll bring Steve out.
No, he does not need any more attention.
We're doing it. Hold on.
Is it Steve or is it like Steve-O?
Ever since I watched wrestling, I know I've learned one thing: never fuck with a person named Steve.
Right?
Never.
I get stunned.
Especially if their last name is the capital of Texas. No.
Hold on, Frankie. I got you.
Steve Austin? Don't go Steve Austin. Yeah.
We got this.
I don't know which one he's questioning. The last name or the capital of Texas.
That's an actual chicken. Like for real.
Yeah. Julio is salivating right now.
Fucking delicious, yo. A little lemon pepper.
He's like, that's a chicken. I could. Just a little bite.
Just get bigger. All you need to do is
Yo,
get bigger.
look at that.
What are you doing with his head?
Yo, that's a gimbal right there. That's beautiful. Yo, what?
Are you letting these things watch Rush Hour? What?
What the hell are you doing? Look at that stability. You got to put a Canon camera on top of her.
Do they make GoPros that small? I need to know.
That's a videographer's dream right there.
What is that? How do you do that?
Look at my moves. Look at my moves.
I can't do that.
I think that's a Fortnite dance.
Jeez.
No chickens did that. Do that shit.
Julio, you can do that, can't you?
No,
I never knew chicken nuggets were so adorable.
I can move my head around my body, but my body around my head.
It's like this.
Come on, Julio.
Do it.
Fuck, I can't do it.
Look at Zeke. Looks like he's in a club. Like,
We can get it. That's later.
No,
oh,
She pulled the handkerchief out to wipe her tears.
oh man.
Oh Christ!
All right, so we got one more Joker behind the scenes here. Let's.
Oh my
let's
God,
swap
there's
out.
more.
There's one more. There's one more. We got to do it. So, Julio, big business juice. Bye.
You go to economy.
All right, look at this. Look at this dude. He's copying my style. Look at this guy.
Yo.
Hey! How you got earbuds and headphones on right now?
I'm multitasking.
Look at this guy.
Are you still on the clock?
You know what I'm saying?
With your skull candy earbuds?
He's doing business right now.
I'm doing business, man.
I mean, he's
Plotting.
copying.
Look at
Look
him.
what he's doing. Like, what are you doing?
I love that his polo. He's got the sleeves out too.
Look.
I told him what I was
Tim
wearing.
knows. Tim knows.
You guys,
to him,
Tim
man.
knows
I'm sorry,
the deal.
you guys
know what I mean?
planned your outfits together? Is that what you just said?
What? Nah,
They're
man.
like twins.
It's just a pro thing on the East Coast. You know what I mean?
Yo, hold up. Am I seriously the only person with a tie here?
Yo, I was gonna wear a whole 3-piece suit, but Tim told me not to.
I said business casual.
Casual. That's why I was
Nah, but look at Z already. He looking about to hop in a plane right now.
I wore my best overalls for this.
He looks like one of my old bosses, yo.
Those are Sunday overalls.
But yeah, man.
Look at Z. He's got the coffee and everything. Looks like he's like.
I know.
Go to a press junket.
He sent one of his kids to Starbucks, and once you just guys go fetch me some coffee, please. Snap.
I'm surprised he doesn't have the earpiece in and everything. Like, sell.
Tomorrow morning.
All right, Mikkel, tell us what's up. What's going on?
It was what's popping, my youngins.
Your color.
Nah, I'm just what's it called? I'm snapping this little thing, the Covico Armadeus, the 148 scaled thing. This little guy here.
Oh, okay. What is that? Tell us what that is.
That's from the same people that manufacture the Notchkin tanks. So this is number. Where is it? This is this is number 6, and the and the tank is number 3. So yeah, so they always build like every model has a different mech or type of thing. But yes, I'm snapping that together. I'm gonna hand paint it, play with that, and then maybe snap this later, then hand paint it. And then work on this later till May.
Till May.
Till May. But yeah, till May. So what is this thing? Is gonna be April 2nd, April 1st? We don't have enough time for this.
Wait, what?
April 30th. April 30th.
April 30th.
Yeah, April 30th is the new official date.
Yeah, you just said till May.
Oh.
Technically, it's till May. We can.
I know what it means. I just want him to know what he said.
Well, like we didn't have enough time. Was it April 2nd or something like that?
It was, yeah. No, we got it. We got the extension. We good.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, because
we got the extension on the rent. We got to hustle now.
No, man. Plus that check I'm waiting for from the government.
You're gonna have to pay it back in like 3 months.
I'm gonna spend it on something sweet, maybe some cheeks. But
Man,
anyways,
send me your check. You don't need it.
Yeah, dude. I need it.
You know, if you want to help a poor farmer, you can always send a check to me.
I'll be helping some farmers. After that. But what's it called? So yes, I'm trying to put all this thing together. I ran out of my special thing.
Oh shit! That brings back memories.
Oh yeah. I just happened to see in the supermarket the other day. And I was like, shit, I need it. My wife was like, what do you need that for? It's for the quarantine, man. You know.
Stock up on the Malta, yo. Oh shit.
Exactly. So I'm trying to snap this thing together. I'm gonna try to prime it and paint it, and then the etching tank thing, and then continue working on the SD. So that's been the dealio. And yeah, look, I feel too overly dressed for this, man. My wife was just saying, it's like, where the fuck are you going? It's like,
Where do you think you're going?
that's just like, I have a meeting downstairs right now.
I got an interview.
And she goes like, another meeting? I was like, yeah, another meeting. She goes, hold up, what? At this time? It's like, yeah. Then she find out what it is. She's like, you fucking moron.
Why weren't you straight with her? Like, why lie?
Yeah, why'd you?
But you know,
What's she gonna do? Not marry you?
sure he did. I kept telling her this, like, well, just like the biggest mistake you ever did in your life is marrying me. That's it.
Well, I was making a joke, and now it's weird. So I'm gonna have a drink.
But yeah, so I don't know. Jolyn, happy birthday.
Oh.
Happy birthday, John Lynn.
Hey.
Yeah. Here. Hold on.
Happy
Hold on.
birthday. Oh shit.
Here, let's. John Lynn. Oh, hold on.
Sorry, I just went
There's
to the
all-
first one. So
Come on, Tex.
There's
She
always
like
one.
falling over and shit.
There's always one. Come on, hurry up.
Ruining the moment.
Hey.
Huh?
Yo, Tim, what do you got mixed in there though?
This?
Yeah.
It's a little sweet tea. Don't worry about
That
it.
looks like Long Island. Like Long Island.
The Maryland's Long
Iced tea.
Island.
Yeah.
Tim concerned me when he said it's just tea.
Don't worry about it. Some blueberry lemonade. Don't worry about it.
I'm concerned now.
But yeah, man. So now that we got the extension, damn, I see people now adding LEDs and shit. This stuff like properly transforms. Tim is like really putting some elbow grease to his entry. Damn, I feel like I'm not doing shit no more. I'm gonna have to start 3D printing now.
It's legal in this one.
Nah, man, I might use it for my GBWC entry. As a backup. I might just be text on this one.
if I'm dead.
But yeah, now everything has been extended. Dude, I was like walking my daughter yesterday, and like in the what's it called, a block away from my house on the other side of the block, 6 cases of people quarantined with the virus, and most of them were cops and one firefighter. I was like this. And the one lady, she's a cop too, and she was like, yeah, they just told me what happened, the whole thing. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm doing the fucking moonwalk with my daughter and shit. Nope. Going elsewhere. Man, I think it's like too close to home, and now my mother-in-law, she's freaking out.
Well, they're the ones out and about.
But
They
anyways,
have to be. It's gonna be.
yeah. You know how things get. But anyways, back to lighter story. So today, I did nothing. I canceled all my meetings, and
I hear
the
Z's
internet
entire
was down.
family right now.
So what?
Yeah.
Like we can hear the entire sweatshop.
He's like, I tuned them out.
I'm going like this, like, yo, whose house is this?
It sounds like my cousin's house. Like I was just like, business as usual.
We can hear making iPhones and radios and everything.
Holy shit! Yeah, but I ended up telling them that my internet dropped and I couldn't do any meetings today. I didn't want to deal with anybody today. So I just said, like, internet is down, which I don't. And
can't knock you for that.
So what?
They can't knock you for that. They can't say shit.
I'm the technical director, so who gives a shit?
If I say it's down, you gotta believe me. Like, it's down.
I can't fix it.
Look now.
I can't fix it. We're fucked.
I'm like the MVP, son. I'm like this one person, when she stays in that meeting, it's all about her, man. And we just like, so now what I do, I host a meeting, and then something's happened, and I just make it like it's flinching, then I X her out, just like what Tim does. Like, look, I'm talking, and she's like,
does she go? Yo,
Like
put me
what?
on big screen. Put me on big screen.
Mikhail, say that one more time.
What?
What was it like?
Oh fuck.
Now this shit feels mad awkward now. There we go. I'm gonna get the X, man.
I feel like it
you're
might be
about
my
to,
time.
but
I
can't
might get
do it
the
now. All right, good stuff. Well, thank you, Mikhail. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, so DMC, let's go. Shall we?
Go ahead.
We got some. Like I said, we got some questions here from the audience here. All right, so this one's from William Wilms. What is a technique that you learned from another builder that you can't model without now? Who wants to go first?
The super glue.
Yeah?
The what?
I'll be third.
The super glue.
All right. Tex. She raised her
Mine.
hands.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Mine is the Instacure, the gap filling medium with the baking soda.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
I used it on my models and my resins.
All right.
On almost every build now.
All right. Good. All right, Z.
Mine's the super glue. The
Yeah?
seam filling with the super glue, yeah.
All right.
Can't look back.
Can't do nothing without it, huh?
Nope.
All right, Frankie. What you got?
Mine's the seam lines, man. After I did it the first time, it looks so clean.
Yeah.
And it's just I think it's one of my favorite techniques that I've learned. And yeah, it's a little bit, tedious, but the end result is just on point. Like for the Sisqueed, like it had the seam lines in the middle, right here in the middle of in the back of the cast. Knocked them out, fucking nuked them, and it just makes the kit look so much cleaner,
And it's a very valuable foundation skill. Like the more you love it, the more you use it, you think nothing of it. It's just
like now I can't even complete a kit until I knocked out all the seam lines. And
Attaboy.
Even though I don't see like a finished kit right away, I know when I do finish it, she's gonna be clean. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I love it. So it's one of my favorite ones.
Good deal.
All right, so for me,
Mikhail. All right, Mikhail, go.
So for me, what I do is I cut these things in the pegs at an angle. In order.
Oh, that's not
That's
Mikhail.
not Mikkel.
I'm the new Miguel? How many faces am I gonna take?
I'm the Mikkel.
All right, so I cut the peg in an
I gotta
angle.
lose
Right?
about a foot.
So I cut the peg in an angle,
Wow.
and then I'm able to have a better fit, and then you can use your glue, whatever glue or whatever putty you want in order to close the seams is a lot better. So little it's the the part is has more close together. It's closer, and you can use less glue, less sanding. For those who like to just use super glue for anything and not really fix the line. Realign the piece, stuff like that.
All
So
right.
that's my thing. That and my handy dandy ultrasonic blade
Oh, I
cutter.
did not.
Oh, that
I
blurred
was
the wrong
focusing
side.
in, and I'm like, wait, what's he pulling out?
Right.
Look like something else.
It buzzes and
Yo.
everything.
Yo, you want to hear it? Look.
Oh my god.
That's a small blade and a huge handle. Hit him with the rated R.
But yeah, that's what's it called? But an old jokes aside, so that's my technique to go to. even for pieces that you want to pull apart, it makes it easier for you to pull apart if you're going to be painting and stuff like that. It's good for prepping. So yeah, that's my technique.
All right, cool. John Lynn, anything?
So when I was, well, I don't know any of the like fancy build techniques like you guys do. Like I'm just new to like some of the more technical stuff. But when it comes to the painting, and when I started painting my Haros, I didn't know you had.
It's dope.
Look at that.
That's the marble one.
Yeah, I didn't know you had a prime beforehand.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking you can just airbrush, normal paint on, and then no, you gotta prime it first, and then you kind of, depending on the primer, you gotta sand it down a little, and then you gotta airbrushing. Airbrushing and priming is, I think, one of my better favorite skills that I have.
Nice.
Okay.
Because, like, compared to hand brushing, hold on, because I hand brushed
The golden
this
sage.
one. I hand brushed
tiny
this
boy.
one. And you can tell because just like this has lines everywhere. I didn't fit any of this paint down. I didn't do any. I just slapped it on here. So thin your paints, prime, learn how to airbrush, and you too can do this on 54 Haros.
54?
54 now. We're up to 54.
54 Haros?
Are there any left?
Going for 100.
I'm going for 100 this year. I mean, I gotta spend.
Did you get a case of them or something? Like, what the hell?
It's that quarantine stockpile Haro.
Word.
I just
After you hit 1,000, just make a ball pit.
I buy them as I go. I actually had
it for you.
GBWP idea for like if we ever get it in New England about making like a gumball machine, but having like the custom painted Haros.
That's nice.
That would be so cute.
Nice.
I dig it.
Yo, I see that GBWC.
But
Word.
like I got some. I have to ship out. Julio's getting one. I'm almost out of room, but I keep on buying them.
That is a mood.
Get unaddicted to crack, plastic crack. Please help! It's an epidemic.
For $5 a day.
$5 a day. I can hook you up.
$5 a day to support this builder.
All right. Jesus. All right, good stuff. All right, so let's get some more swapping in here before we get to the next question, shall we? What?
I can jump out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, rock and roll. All right, so Z, and let's bring Kyle back in. Where am I?
What? What?
Cuts his finger just as he enters.
Yeah, come on, don't scare me like that. I already have enough scars. Actually, here's my newest one.
Oof.
Kind of
you're not abs yet. Come on,
you
now.
and Tim are twins.
Hey, shut
right
up.
down the
It's
center.
Chris.
If it wasn't for my fingernail, which I thankfully didn't cut that day, it would have gone a little deeper. So what are we talking about?
Oh, we're gonna ask another. We got another question from the Peanut Gallery.
All right, I like questions.
All right, cool. So let's see here. This is from Little Plastic People on Instagram. How do you plan out an extensive custom build? Where do you begin?
Ooh,
A
boy.
dream.
Ooh.
A dream.
It's a lot of sketching.
Can I talk from an unexperienced point of view?
Yeah, go, Kyle.
You don't. You just go and wing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I normally have a general idea of what I want to do, but it always evolves as I'm building it and learning new things. I'm like, oh shit, I can actually do that now. Maybe I'll do that instead of this. I don't know. I think it changes for some people. I mean, I never got a chance to talk about it, but this thing, the what's it called, 4 Horsemen build. I'm trying to figure out how to make Famine without it looking like a Victoria's Secret model. Where the hell is Famine? So I just took away the waist and some other things. It's kind of just been playing it by ear. Like, I know what an anorexic kid looks like, but how do I translate that to a model? I don't know. So I just kind of winging it. I know that sometimes you plan it, sometimes you don't. I think it's based on whatever you're building.
I mean, emaciation's good. You could probably pull some inspiration from Joseph and Coat of Many Colors with Canon being.
I've been looking at a lot of Natural Geographic for inspiration. It's very good Good stuff available. No, but all seriousness, no. Yeah, I like not having a plan to a degree too.
Okay.
It makes it fun because then you can easily change and not feel upset about your ideas changing. I know some people get really fixated and they don't like the end result because they stuck to the plan when they should have just kind of deviated a little bit.
Just wing it.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else?
I am the exact opposite.
Uh-oh.
Mine is planned out. So, for example, my GBWC build from last year.
Jesus, she's got a binder, everybody.
Yeah, I have all of my
Dear Diary.
Wrong one. You say Dear
Dear
Diary.
Diary, today I'm gonna scratch build ahead.
But it started off with checklist, and I mean Brian should weigh in on this too because I know that he has note cards of things that he has to tick off and do. But sketches, like, hang on, where's the sketch of it?
Yeah, it looks like my homegirl's homework from back in high school.
Like the original idea of what I wanted, of how I wanted it to look, and then inspiration from it, and then it starts getting broken down into the paint that I want for each piece, how much of a mixture of paint that I get to get there once I'm going through everything, checklist, title. I plan everything out.
Man, you look like he's just building a Bandai kit. You're gonna do like mass production of it.
There are secrets in here. This is my burn book of kits.
Dear Diary.
Yeah. I can't. I need to draw everything out.
I mean, I guess I do something similar to a degree, but it's very loosely done. Like, I do a little doodle, and then I write down ideas, and this is what I do at work. Yeah, it shows how productive I am. I'm like, I got an idea, so I bust out a worksheet. Here's company emblem here, and I write ideas, and then this ever evolves as things progress. But I get the general idea at least going, and I just try to take these home while I can.
See, my ideas are all right here in the noggin.
Like, I want to
Sometimes I
share.
forget them, and then I derail.
If you don't loosen that tie, they're gonna stay there.
Me is just about look and see what looks good.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I can do the whole show. I can do the whole show with the tie on. I could do it.
I want to say that I plan them out, but like most of the time they're just like really free-handed, and probably need to be organized. But oh well.
I think it's very dependent on the person.
Yeah. I don't plan anything. Like, I'm not now, mind you, I'm not like as loosey goosey as Kyle is, and I've got kind of a loose idea in my head, and I kind of plan, for that end product to look like similar. But as far as details and things go,
but then is that just because based on experience compared to everybody else here in the room that you can be a little more lax per se?
I've always been like that. I've always
I tried to help
like
you,
that,
America.
so.
Good job. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry,
No
you guys.
secrets for you. No secrets for you.
Yeah.
I feel like a son here. I got mom over here, dad over here.
Stop fighting.
You're just trying to eat
Just
dinner
want you
and
to be
make-
happy.
We're not fighting. We're just
It's all my fault.
Frankie, do you
Don't
need
traumatize me.
You need this. You need a
Frankie.
kind.
Frankie.
all right. That's how I know it's been too much. Frankie,
Come on, I'm in a tight shirt. I can't
Too
bend.
tight. Too tight.
I'm gonna rip it. Hey, look.
All right. Here. Just this right here. Just one.
Fist bump.
Just one.
Oh, shit.
Coronavirus.
just
It is real.
Social distancing, Frankie. Come on.
I love that song.
Oh. Anyway, so yeah, no, I mean, I like I said, I look at the piece and I'm like, okay, what can I add on this to make it look cool? That's literally what I do. Sorry.
I mean, I think it's more natural for you because, like, you're more like you're more mature in the hobby wise. Like, you've won things. You've been to Japan. You've won things. You're just more like involved.
Fair enough. I'll take that. Anyway, Futabay always says demonetized. That was a while ago, buddy. That was a while ago. Anyway, all right. So let's continue swapping out here for these questions here. Let's see who wants to jump out. Anybody? Any volunteers? I have to pick somebody.
Go ahead.
Mikkel? All right.
Yeah, I'll be sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, look at that guy. All right.
Love you. And he's like deleted.
Yeah. Wah, wah. There's somebody trying to get in, but I don't know who it is. We're all full right now, so
Should I
it
step
is what
out?
it is.
I'll step out.
It's not a big deal.
Oh, do
Frankie.
you mean like someone's trying to get in like into the broadcast
Yes.
video?
Yeah,
Okay.
we got a full 10 right now.
Let's just swap out everyone that started. Let's get Pabs. This is your show.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
what we're doing.
Sorry.
Kick me out if you need to. I mean, I'm pretty big. I take up a lot of
this.
megabytes, so.
Here's Brian.
What's up, babies?
Hey.
Hey, Brian.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Swell.
I was working on this concept over here. This
Ooh,
Otaku
flex.
Warrior.
Hold up.
What a flex. Ooh.
Look at
He's like,
this.
I'm just gonna paint it.
It's a
No
little
big
sketchy.
whoop.
These are actually just Copic markers. I bought these.
just
I
gonna
bought this
skip
set of
something you
Copic
said.
markers for myself as a
Only
present.
Copic
Oh.
This is the first time I really used them, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of trying to play around, figure it
Yeah,
out.
they're only like $10 a piece. Not a big deal.
It's okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's like $50 for the set or something. It's okay.
Hey.
You know how much we pay for supplies?
I buy all my supplies outright.
Have you used Prismacolor markers before?
Yeah, when I was a little kid, I got a whole bunch of those shit.
Oh, then never mind. I was going to ask how the comparison is, like if you prefer one over the other, but that's obviously a long time.
Oh
ago.
yeah, no, I mean, I like, you know me. I use everything. I'm a ghetto kind of guy, so it doesn't really matter what it is. I got these Copic markers because everybody says they're really fancy, and they really are. So I'm enjoying it. It's been kind of fun. There was a question about what was it about process or something like that for scratch building or custom kits.
Oh,
Just
what is
ideas to build?
What's your process? What is your process?
Yeah. So, how do you plan out an extensive custom build? Where do you begin?
Well, it depends on the level of the custom build, I guess. When I started doing the full city, I had an idea in my head a long time ago that I wanted to make a full-on resin conversion. So that took a lot of planning. I needed to make I made a lot of drawings, and I did a lot of like front end work, especially for translating design over and trying to make it as like accurate as possible, scaling it up to the size of the model that I was building. So that took a lot of drawing and a lot of extra like front end stuff. Now, when it came to the flea, like last year, I kind of evolved a little bit from that. I did do some front end work, but it was mostly just kind of like gestural shit like this, more like artistic and free flowing to try to get a feel of the way that I wanted the different mechanical parts that I was dealing with to work, like how to get that leg to bend the certain way that I wanted to, and drew a couple pistons in here and there, a couple little thumbnail sketches and stuff like that, just like artistic and sketchy, more so than what I did with the Goosian, which was really a set of like technical drawings which you could like build something from, and then that just kind of like flows. And then now when it comes to things like this Violent that I didn't even draw anything for that. I just had an idea in my head for this crazy stretched out thing running and with big claws. So, and then that just kind of like was freeformed. So I'm working a little bit more organically with that kind of a situation. I didn't do any drawings at all really for Then He Was Young, for the customizations that I did on that, aside for I did a couple of like little sketches just to figure out shapes for things like the spikes in the shoulders, that just the littlest of things, nothing really like extensive. So in regards to pre-planning and planning, it just kind of does. It depends on where you are and what you're trying to do. So I like to, now I'm really enjoying just free flowing, like what Tim is saying, just kind of like go at it, have an idea, get a primer or something like that. Maybe do a couple of little things, but don't really hash it out like stone, like this is going to be this. Like, it's okay. It's going to change. You have to realize that. And you know what? The stuff that it's going to change into is probably going to be better than where you started. At least that's what I've come across. So that's what I wanted to say about that.
Okay, so I like Handren's comment here.
Semi-professional ideas. Oh, professionalism.
Yeah. Nice. I like it. So you just let it speak to you.
Yeah, you kind of have to. At least when it comes, like I'm a sculptural person when it comes to creation, so you have to work with it. You can't, you can make things do stuff. Like a metal worker, I've learned that I can force things to do stuff, but it isn't a comfortable thing for me. I don't feel good about it in the end. I mean, you might end up with the right result, which is some sort of level of like accomplishment, but I'd rather have things like flow naturally, just kind of work.
Cool. All right, good deal.
Might be
All
hippy
right,
dippy, but
so
fuck no.
what's that?
So that might be a little hippy dippy, but the fuck,
No,
Just
man,
gotta
not
get
at
in
all.
the
Because
zone.
I do the same damn thing.
Right.
Like, I look at the piece and I just let it kind of dictate what the details are and
It'll
everything.
tell you
so.
if things aren't going right.
For as technical as
Yeah.
a person that you are, I find that kind of ironic.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why?
Tim uses both sides of his brain.
No,
No, but there's the artistic and then there's the analytical.
I mean,
That's
I
actually
get
like that
it.
was like a serious comment.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, why laugh? Like, come on.
I don't know. I thought
It's just the way he delivered it. Like that was
Yeah.
No, I know.
I was being
was all
serious
about
for once.
delivery.
You can't.
Right?
Is it a crime to laugh?
No,
Right.
we're just playing.
Damn it, Kyle. Stop being so serious.
Laughing at my misery.
Why are you so serious, Kyle?
No, but that's I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like, yes, I'm technical, but
I think that's just it's like the expected trope. If you're super technical, you've thought this out. It's very precise, analytical.
mm-mm.
At least to me, that's how I interpret it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just wing it. Like I said, like everything on this Jesta, this RX-78 Jesta thing that I'm doing, I didn't have any of this planned out. Like the serrated detail on the legs and the shin. Like I didn't think of that until I was looking at it. I was just like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool right there. And that's just how it happened.
See, all
Sorry,
this talk
everyone.
is giving me ideas. I'm starting to draw. Some
Trying to
of
get
my-
the hidden secrets.
Yeah.
To find out he's a phony.
No, that's funny.
Like, I
Wow.
find that your mom bought the lasagna she made, and she didn't make it herself.
Ooh, I've seen that Snapchat. Yeah. Or so be like, hey, here's the secret recipe. My family doesn't know it. There's a Stouffer's in the trash.
It's like ruined.
Burn. Ultimate betrayal.
Oh my. All right, so next question, you guys. All right, so this is kind of a cool one. This is from Bill, Mr. Ruslam. I think Bill's in the chat. I think.
I saw it
he
earlier,
said-
yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. He said, what would be each of your preferred organizations for a community donation of kits? Like United Way, homeless shelter, children's hospital, orphanage, domestic abuse, etc. What do y'all think?
Well, I'm partial to
Interesting.
veterans, but there's so many programs already for us. I don't know how effective that would be. But yeah,
True.
veterans.
Okay, I dig it.
For me, with my experience in youth services for foster care, it'd be going towards organizations like that. One thing that we did is we had foster nights or babysitting nights where we look for arts and crafts and movie nights and something like that, something textile that they can work on and kind of give the foster parents a break or allow the foster parents to use resources that were available to them during that time while the kids were entertained. So something like that.
So
Okay.
I was actually talking to my professor, my criminology professor, and he does juvenile work for Massachusetts. And we were talking, and they're actually starting to bring model kits into the juvenile detention centers because they're finding that it's a new form of psychotherapy. Where
Interesting.
Hobby therapy, you get them in a hobby, and suddenly you can focus off their problems, and they can talk more while they're doing the hobby.
Right.
Yeah,
And
those
of course-
maker spaces have been doing a lot of that too.
That's pretty righteous.
Interesting. Anybody else?
If I understand the question correctly, because I'm a little buzzed right now, I would have to do something with, or send a bunch of kits to an organization that deals with autistic kids, just because I have a few family members that suffered from it severely, and I talk to my mother about this constantly, and she's always like, hey, you build these fucking robots, these plastic robots, how do you think could it help your niece or something? Like I have like another niece, cousin, Hispanic family, things all fucked up. And I've seen it from other experiences too. I'm not going to talk about other people's stories, but it helps. It helps calm them down. It gives them a straight line, because a lot of the whole like autistic stuff, from my experience, and I'm just talking about from what I know. I could be wrong, so don't fucking douse me for this shit.
Nobody's gonna dox you, Freddie.
Yeah, don't kill me. But it helps them out. It helps them focus, because they got a straight line. They got a clear line. This is how it's done, steps by step by step, and this is what you create. So that's what I would do.
Frankie's got a good point. My wife works with autistic kids, and it's actually part of their program. It's there's learned programs they're supposed to do, and they do them repeatedly until they're mastered, and then they have to do them every so often to prove they still have mastering skills. And some of that is hands-on activities like playtime, socializing. Some of those are part of the dynamic. So that's actually a really good thing to use.
Especially when they got when it's just step by step. They don't have to figure anything out. You know what I mean? It calms them down. Because
they learn fundamentals that way too. Because
exactly,
that's one of the things that happens with, depending on the level of autism, they don't know how to maintain a protocol.
Exactly,
and that helps reinforce that.
Like that and Legos help out a lot, because they got their steps and stuff. So
I can dig that. Yeah, I can't think of anything better to throw at you guys. Kind of have that spread covered, honestly. I tend to lean a little bit more towards what Kyle was talking about for vets and stuff like that, just because the rudimentary understanding and like generalized appreciation for like the craft and the thing, it maybe will be more effective on a group of people a little bit more mature. No offense to children or anything like that, but I'm not to say that the model kits would be wasted on the kids or anything like that, but I'm just saying for effectivity.
Oh no, I mean model therapy works well for adults too. It's just more inclined to get kids involved with model kits than you are with some adults.
Adults can afford medical drugs.
True.
I mean, I'm sure it helps us all in a way. You know what I mean? When it comes to building, it's the type of therapy that it's cheaper.
I mean,
it's cheaper than actual therapy.
Look at everything that's going on now.
Right.
How many people are now picking up kits and I don't want to say resorting, but using this as an outlet.
Right.
I mean, it's keeping us sane, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if sane's the right word.
I was already messed up.
We're beyond another level. Like,
you saw my binder, right?
Yeah, if I didn't have the model kit, you would have seen a New Hampshire version of The Shining already.
No, fine.
Red
rum. Front. I'd be there front and center. 6 feet away watching.
Yeah. I mean, if it was me, I'd be inclined to be like St. Jude's Children's Hospital, like kids with cancer. Yeah, like being someone who lost all 4 of my grandparents to lung cancer or complications thereof. I've got a special hatred for cancer. And when kids get it, it's even worse. So like, I think model kits would kind of take their thoughts elsewhere rather than the shit that they're going through. So,
hear you, man.
If I had a decision, it would be St. Jude's. Yeah.
Yeah. My niece is like, she's, I think it's 3 years with all negative scans. She had neuroblastoma diagnosed when she was 18 months old.
Damn.
And fought cancer for the first 3 years of her life, and pulled out. She survived. She's a tiny little amazing person, to be honest with you.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Awesome.
Pretty righteous.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Strong as fuck, man.
That's
well, yeah.
I think that's about as deep and meaningful as we're going to get tonight, you guys.
Ooh,
so on that note,
real.
right?
Ooh, hit him in the feels.
I didn't come here to cry on my birthday.
Somebody
Oh,
cutting
shit.
onions.
That's only after you started drinking a lot, John.
It is your birthday. You get to cry on it.
Right?
Sure. You
I'm
want to.
already a few drinks down. Don't ask me.
You get to get so shit faced today that you'll be happy crying later on.
When you're done growing up, that's usually how it works.
I'm happy.
I'm just so happy to be here on Mechanism.
Back the after party.
Oh, the after party will be fun. All right, good stuff. All right, so let's do a little bit more. Let's do a little bit more swappy here. Let's get some other folks in. Let's see who wants to go. Anybody? Any volunteers?
I'll volunteer.
Frankie?
I gotta go
All
pee.
right.
So,
well, you have fun with that, big man.
Keep a tie on. Keep a tie on.
Dare you?
Put it over your shoulder.
All right, we're gonna bring Pabs back in because I took him out before I took out Big Chooch.
Happy, how are you?
Hello.
Pabby.
Hello.
He got that DSLR working, didn't you?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, look at that depth of field, man. That is
Look at that.
Wow.
Some Harry Potter.
Watch how quick
I
it
know.
focuses.
No, I can't do it. It won't do it because it's
All
just
it took was
live.
a couple of gin and tonics
Oh.
and the metric system, and he figured it out.
Yeah, man.
wire.
I was like, what the fuck is it inches? I don't no.
Amazing.
No.
So amazing.
Give me centimeters or nothing, mate. Give me centimeters or nothing. What's up?
66 centimeters.
nice. So, just real quick, guys, before we move on, Bill said my initial thought was to Children's Cancer Center. So that's pretty cool, right? But then he goes on to say, so I'm definitely leaning to doing one where people donate a backlog kit to a specific group. I dig it.
The holidays up and coming. Sounds like a
Yeah.
good idea to kick out.
Yeah, no, definitely.
My the first thing where my mind is jumping is that definitely depending on the children's group you're looking into, see what the limitations are on toys or anything that you can donate, because I know everybody wants to donate Gundam kits, but given the context, if there are weapons involved, they might not accept it at all.
Yeah.
It might be
Yeah, and then it requires
all that.
tools and stuff. They might want something that's easier to
Right, yeah, like-
grab and use.
If you
something
guys
like
mind, like,
it might just be the
Might
fact that the kit has a gun. If it's a bear or a haro, it might be okay. So just look into it before you do it.
Yeah, no doubt. I think we can. What's that?
Can I chime in on this question? Because I did want to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
So I don't want to donate a kit per se. So I'd rather give them money essentially.
Yeah.
Because I mean I feel it's a little more useful towards their research. But like two specific ones for me are and a lot of people don't really say it, but diabetes is a big thing for me. I lost my grandmother to diabetes.
Okay.
Mostly because she didn't have the access to the treatment that she could have had if they had funding. So I think that's one for me. And then the second one would be aminals or animals. Oh shit, I'm drunk.
I heard you.
Aminals?
Aminals.
Aminals, the cute little guys. I know.
Yeah, the little things. Most
The
of
cute
them.
little things.
The
Like,
furry
They make
buddies
little
and
crackers.
like
Yeah.
Bambi and the little chickies. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So animals like dogs, cats, any animal, any pet, or any pet that's received abuse is stuck in the humane society, stuff like that.
Oh,
right?
sure.
So I've always that always stabs me right in the fucking chest. So that's another thing I would kind
It's
of.
that lady for the APSC. And the eyes
Sarah
of-
McLachlan.
Yeah,
Oh
I was
my
like,
God,
it always
yeah.
gets me.
I was thinking of that same thing, Kyle. I was thinking that same thing. Pabs over here, whenever that commercial comes on, he probably cries.
I cried for a good 20 minutes, man. I ain't afraid to say.
The MMOs.
Pabs, I'm telling you, my best online resource website-wise has been doesthedogdie.com. I won't see anything, watch anything if it says if the animal gets it. It's not good.
No.
Animals?
Like those ones where rescue dogs, like people are rescuing dogs who have been abandoned or like in a corner somewhere, and they don't trust these humans, and then they start to slowly trust them, and they start to rehabilitate, and and get a foster home and all that stuff. And yeah, man, it gets to me. I am a huge animal lover. I mean, I have 2 dogs and stuff like that, but yeah, I can't. I want to help them in any way I can. So I mean, I know that's not really donating the kit or anything, but maybe I can do like a live stream and donate people who donate. So
yeah,
it is absolutely possible, Chris.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is it? The Bad Gumpla. I can't remember his full name. He does the 24-hour streams. He
yes,
did one
he did the
for
mechanical. Yeah,
yeah.
He did one.
So
Did he do the lupus one?
Yes, lupus was this one, and then the old people brain thing. I can never pronounce it properly.
Alzheimer's.
Yeah, Alzheimer's was last year, I believe.
Did you say old timers?
Alzheimer's.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
we can't say Alzheimer's. So he's Alzheimer's.
He said old timers. I swear to God, he said old timers.
I mean,
Alzheimer's.
that's the bit, but yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Wow. Anyway. But hey, but Bill, I know you're commenting and everything in the chat, but hit me up after and DM me and stuff like that, and we can kind of brainstorm on this thing, because I kind of like where your head's at with this. But I think we can I think we can one up this whole conversation and these ideas.
You can involve everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
most definitely. Yeah. But I think we need to get a good plan of action first and a good focus, rather than just kind of everywhere.
Mhm.
So Bill, just DM me and we'll get the ball rolling. Most definitely. Good stuff. All right. Yeah. So let's move on to kind of the next question here. Let's see. All right. This one's from Freddie, you guys.
Yep. Swipe left.
Yeah. He wants to know what the meaning of life is.
Oh,
42.
42. Next.
42.
Mm-hmm.
Binary, it's 10, 10, 10. 42.
Oh, look at you.
Fancy.
So
Smart.
the day
He's a
that I got
smart
married.
man.
You're
a smart guy.
That's really cute.
All right. So
Freddie has
obviously-
disappointed me
My
on my
dad would
birthday.
like that more than all of us combined. It's never like this nerd number joke. That's why.
So he's only been living with Meg for a month, and he's already questioning the meaning of life.
A week.
University and everything.
He must have been thinking that question as he was trying to fit his fridge.
I don't know if it was the quarantine or just everything kind of coming to a close. Who knows?
Or when they bought an entertainment center for a 32-inch TV. I don't know, man. One of those two must have bought.
It was the fridge.
Are we
Fridge
Fab
did 'em
Fiving
in.
them right now? Is that what we're trying to do? Like,
I think we might have to.
Freddie pulled
might
up
have
tough trying to be funny and got roasted.
Pretty much.
it is Freddie. So
It is Freddie, exactly.
what are you gonna do?
Tis-
Par for the
tis
course.
I mean,
life.
when your girl is broadcasting every stupid thing you do, it's kind of on you at that point.
I mean, you notice how Frank stopped hopping on Mechanism when I started hopping on Mechanism?
I do remember how deadly quiet he got the first night. Yes.
Yeah, he just fled.
You got scared.
You gotta
Like,
pay
shit.
patrol toll, Freddie. You gotta pay patrol toll.
Oh, hey now.
I think he just calls that rent.
Poor Meg.
Ah.
Oh, boy.
Alrighty then.
Chirp, chirp.
Moving on.
It's not how that was supposed to go.
So remember how we were talking about freeballing it? This is where it comes to bite you in the ass. I've never built a hand before.
Yeah.
I'm breaking it and then trying to glue it and just like, well, this is no longer mobile. It's fixed fingered. Just kind of work with the flow.
It's foreign. It's
I
alien.
don't know if any of us said free balling, Chris, but thank you.
That wasn't me. That was Kyle.
Did I say
Or
freeballing?
Kyle, sorry.
Yeah, I might have
Kyle,
said freeballing.
Whatever.
I don't know, I say words. Yeah, so it's kind of like,
You know,
okay, it didn't go according to plan.
words.
Let's change it. Now these are fixed fingers.
Okay.
All right. Work
Nothing
the
wrong
flow.
with that.
No, I
Adapt.
mean,
Adapt, overcome.
exactly.
Come on, Kyle.
Anyway.
Come on,
Evolution.
Kyle.
What?
All right, so moving on. This one again come from William Wilms. So list off some good dollar store items you get over the professional stuff for your building needs.
Ooh.
Q-tips.
I get these cheap ass like mechanical pencils from dollar stores.
Yeah.
I have a really bad tendency to lose pencils everywhere.
You
So I
guys
just
still
get-
using mechanical pencils?
Yeah, man.
I just use regular pencils. I got a shit ton of these from way back in the day that just got.
Okay, Ticonderoga.
Like a thing, like a
Eldorados,
$5
I'll have you know.
just buy a whole bunch of them. You never have to lose them. Well, even if you do lose them, you'll have a bunch of them to replace.
So I don't go to the dollar store, but like Michael's for all my paintbrushes, I just use like the $4 box of like the thing of 30 paintbrushes. You know, if they crap out, it's what 15 cents for a brush to toss and move on.
Especially if you're not doing anything incredibly like precise or like needing any
Yeah,
sort of
if you're making the crap I make, like with everything the crap I make on my heroes, you're not gonna need anything fancy.
Anybody else before I go to town? All right, go over.
Bust down the dollar box.
A couple of my supplies, like I'll get from the dollar store, like Q-tips or cheap isopropyl if it's there. But what I do use and abuse are those flicker candles for LEDs. Anything like that that I can take apart. Any kind of toy I can take apart for LEDs or parts or wires.
Little
That's what I
jars.
do.
Bowls,
Yeah, jars,
Little jars for
especially
storing
jars.
little mixes and stuff. It's a
I
good
mean,
one.
this isn't dollar store, but I use all my prescription stuff. I can't.
The meds or
It's
the
kind of
jars?
reusable. Yeah. I'm like, take off my labels so cops don't come after me for expired prescriptions, and then throw some plastic in there.
Officer, I swear it's just resin.
Old exacto knife blade. Just put the top
It's
on.
not mine, officer. I swear.
I'm holding it for a kit.
I'm gonna have to arrest him now because I'm also a cop and a farmer.
You don't have to tell me you're a cop. Oh, you just did.
Oh,
Farmer cop.
You're a
Farmer
cop?
by day, cop by night.
You're not a cop.
Not yet.
Not
Jalen-
yet. See?
John Lynn the narc.
Technical. Technicalities there,
Everyone keep quiet.
right?
Everyone stopped talking. Did she say she was a cop?
Citizen
Yeah, right.
arrest. Get her.
Michigan tech mechanism.
No wonder she was allowed to drink underage. She's a cop.
Right? All right, so I'm big on like dollar store and cheap like craft store finds and everything, right? So like my first thing would be these right here. These are inflation needles. Right?
Oh,
For bikes or for like
Yeah.
balls? Okay.
Yeah, like bikes,
Both, yeah.
basketball.
Yeah,
What do you
whatever.
need it for?
So you clip off, check it. You clip off the needle portion, right? Yeah. All right. So you guys are already starting to follow me here. Shit. Well, I drop one. Oh well.
Remember
Butterfinger.
when we thought he wasn't going to give away any secrets?
Just get
Well,
little.
here
Little.
we go.
I came
So-
here to learn. Thank
Get
you.
out your handy dandy notebooks. He just
Yeah,
dropped a clue.
So okay, so you got the little body here. That's the top is knurled and everything. And here, let me go full screen. Hang on, so y'all can see this. All right. So you've got the knurled top right here. You got the little screw body, right, and you got a nice cavity in here. You clip off maybe 3/4 of the pin. Use a hammer and drive that back into the body, and it makes a wonderful metal thruster. I used it on the Hummingbird. I used it on the Aussie, and I think I used it on something else. I can't remember which, but those make great thruster bells, right? The other big find that I love are these right here. Those are sewing pins, right? And they come in a bunch of different sizes. Like here's little ones, and there's the big ones, and you can get like 500 of these things for like a couple bucks. These make great metal details, right? So what you do, you got this little pin here, just like that,
The head of the
and the little pin head, right? You cut pretty much the whole shaft off there, right? And then you've got a pin for pinning resin or whatever parts are that you would need, but then you use that top part right there as kind of like a little detail piece for your models and everything.
A rivet.
And
Doesn't Jordan
yeah.
use the shit out of those for rivet heads?
Yeah,
Something
you
like
could,
that?
yeah, you could go to
Yeah.
town on that, right?
Yeah.
But again, different sizes, they make great little detail pieces, right? You can paint over them, you can weather them, the whole 9 yards. They're great, right? Now, Brian was talking about these on his Neo Xeon. These right here, my friends, these are threaded inserts. Yeah, these are
What are they?
These are called threaded inserts. Now these right here are for plastic, but see how nice and kind of gnarly they are and everything. They make great like connection pieces for like fuel tanks and stuff, or you can put them in rifles and all that good stuff. And let's see, here's one. So this one here, they also come in brass, right? Brian's got the brass ones, and these are more for like wood. These are for like hardwood. These are threaded inserts, and they've got like a
So what
threaded
section
hole.
would somebody normally find these in?
Man, you'd have to find these in a specialty store. You're not going to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or anything to find these. McMastercar.com or McMaster.com is a wonderful. What is it?
It's McMaster.com. Yeah, I was on there yesterday talking to Brian about getting the right size.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I think links.
And they're awesome. It's an awesome website. I've ordered a ton of stuff on there, right?
Yeah.
Another thing that they... Huh?
I was going to say, if you order early enough in the day, they do same-day shipping on the Eastern Seaboard. So you can get it the same day by the end of the day, or they do next day most of the time.
Yeah. And they're awesome, right? I get these little steel pins, these little dowel rods, right? These are 2 millimeters. These are great for custom pistons and stuff. You got little 1 millimeter ones here. This is great when you need super strong pinning for like resin and stuff like that. Those are steel. Those are not going to bend very easily. Let's put it that way, right? So McMaster Car is great. The other cool thing about McMaster Car, you can get the big old sheet like this, 2 foot by 1 foot, right? Mm-hmm. This is probably about 3/4 millimeter or so, maybe half millimeter. This sheet right here probably costs you about $6, maybe even less.
Yeah,
8, something, whatever. It's super cheap.
It costs money,
and they have sheets up to a 1/4 inch thick.
Yeah,
like you're not going to find that anyplace else, but like plastic specialty stores, right? So those are great too. These little guys right here, I know it's probably hard to see, but these are basically just like grommet heads, right? These make great detail pieces. I use these on the Hummingbird too. You can find these at like your craft stores and stuff like that, kind of like in the leatherworking section and everything. So yeah, those are I love to find stupid little things down like the craft store aisles and everything. Case in point, where to go? Here it is. So like the rigging for airdrop was just this stuff right here. This is just a multi-strand beading wire, right? So it's got 7 strands of steel wire encased in a vinyl coating, and I'm gonna tell you what, this shit is strong as hell. Like, it's insane, but it's only it's less than a 0.5 millimeter thick. So the scaling on this is great. This holds up the entire airdrop weight along with the magnets and everything. So yeah, it's stupid good. So those are kind of my suggestions in the dollar finds and everything. So hopefully that helps somebody, right?
Watch batteries you can also get at dollar stores. So
yeah,
if you guys need that.
Yeah. If you need
setups.
Yeah, you need batteries for your digital calipers or whatever. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Whole pack of them. All different shapes, all different sizes.
Right? Hell yeah. Good stuff. All right, so let's move on, shall we? All right, so let's get to swapping here. All right, Farmer Jay, we're gonna swap you out. We're gonna get Big Chooch back in here, okay?
Bye, everyone.
Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
All right, here comes Big Chooch. What the
Oh,
shit
God.
happened?
Yo.
Oh my god. You went
Yo,
full John
someone
McClane on us.
moisturizing their head. Look at
Oh,
that.
guys, it's party hour already?
He went
Like-
full John McClane.
He went
Woke
Rambo
up in
with
this
it.
place, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay! So I'm definitely like done with my drink.
Oh,
Frankie,
we couldn't tell, Julio.
Frankie sends me a DM and he's like, "Put a tie on your head."
Done.
Done.
Julio was like, okay.
Gotcha, Frankie. Let's go. Okay, so previous question.
Yeah, go.
Files. Definitely get
Yeah.
files at dollar stores.
Okay.
And, what else was it? God damn. Q-tips. That's it. Good stuff that I normally get there. And before, like Tupac, you right. I would definitely give kits to inner city kids because they're walling out, running around, going crazy. Need to sit down and put some stuff together.
Okay.
Just me.
All
We
right.
got a new question.
I guess I just do that naturally, so.
Well, you give stuff to me.
Well, I give stuff to everybody. I'm not
Keeping
keeping
Julio off the streets.
all the time. I've given like full complete skateboards and stuff to kids, like just
Okay.
everything, like whatever. Just like because I used to skate for Earthling, I used to get like sponsor stuff. I get a lot of things. I just give it away because I don't need it. You know, they need it worse than I do. So
True.
Stay active, kids.
That was the
All
first
right.
thing I thought of.
All right, so this is going to get a little bit of deep and meaningful conversation
Oh,
here.
I like that.
And this is from our boy Simon,
Put on my
Mr. Gundam UK.
Ooh.
Oh,
From your
This
neck
is
of the
from
woods,
Simon.
Pappy.
It's from my
Hell
boy,
yeah.
right? So Simon,
loving that.
and an update on Simon. Simon's doing really, really good. He
Nice. Great to hear.
a couple weeks ago he had the steel plate or titanium plate installed in his skull and everything. So he's on the road to recovery. He's modeling again. So he's doing really, really well. So this is a question from him. And this is kind of a good one here. I like this, and we could get deep on this. If you could send a letter to your younger self, what would you write?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
Hey,
Who wants to go
Pabby,
first?
Pabs wanted deep, meaningful conversation. Let's fucking go.
Pabby's
Come
going
on,
Can I go
first.
first then? I'd
Go
like to
first.
go
Yeah,
first.
go.
All right. I would tell my stupid little like Asian obsessed younger self to not be afraid to express the things you like. Like I spent so much time trying to be the cool kid and not embrace what I liked and like my hobbies and stuff. Like I mean, I loved Gunpla since I was a kid. I loved anime and Super Robos, but that wasn't the cool thing back then. So I spent so much time just hiding it and acting like none of that mattered to me when that was what I did after school. So I would tell them to be confident and also to get a fucking haircut because I had the worst like 90s. I had curtains, man. I had bangs. You know those things that you part in the middle. I was a Backstreet Boy.
Yeah,
Holy shit! Get a haircut.
Picking all the ladies up. Like, hey, I know a good
man.
stylist. I got you.
So yeah, that would be a few things I would write. It'd be a fucking essay. So I think that would be like the main thing. Just because like I said, I spent so much time just not being myself. So I would say that to myself and everyone. Don't be afraid to show who you actually are because you only have one life, right? Like spend it doing the exact thing you love and not pretend and act like you want to do something else because that's stupid. If you want to stay home, stay home. Don't go out and all that crap. You know?
Okay, so Pabs, can I please suggest that you keep this fucking accent all the time?
You gotta be yourself now. All the words.
I don't think his liver can handle that.
Yeah, man. Like, all this alky is driving me a little bit batty. So I'm a bit wavy right now.
All the alky.
It's time to switch to the claw.
Goes down smooth.
I will. Like, I'll probably regret this when I'm sober, but I will try to keep the accent whenever I'm live.
It's
or when
not
I'm
keeping
talking
the
to
accent. It's
people.
just being you.
Yeah, I know.
You're
That's
following,
the,
you're following your own advice.
it's become for me the accent's become a security blanket. It's not because I'm hiding who I am. It's just a security blanket because I was tired of getting asked a million questions about shit I didn't care about. I don't care about the queen. I don't care about the prime minister. I don't care about.
This is the answer you give them.
Tea.
You give them this answer.
All right, but yeah, so
that's American Sign Language, sir.
We'll keep the accent. We'll deal with it. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's me.
Just don't be salty on July 4th. We won. It's over. Get over it.
We dropped the tea.
You dropped the fucking tea. I can't believe you wasted all that tea in the ocean.
Every year I ask my dad, I'm like, Dad, are those tears of joy or sadness? Because he's British. He's like, fuck. I was like, it's 200 years. Get over it. We won.
It's a little bit of both, right? He's thinking about all the wasted tea. Tea is a commodity.
Yeah. That's the new currency of the apocalypse.
My goodness.
You got some Earl Grey?
Nah, PG tips all day.
That Twinings?
Twinings is a bit too fancy for me, man. That's for people over the age of 55.
It's a boomer juice.
Boomer juice.
Boomer juice. No offense to anybody drinking Twinings. You know, people are all fancy.
It's fine. I've only been drinking it since I was 5. It's great.
Oh, there you go. Says the person with the golden scrapple there. That's all I'm saying.
And a biscotti.
And the
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I'll tell you later.
Oh shit! Here we go. All right, so who wants to go next?
Go next.
So I would tell myself to never give up. Ultimately,
okay.
Yeah. So I started doing this stuff that we're doing right now, that we're talking about right now, to everybody in the world, when I was like 9, and I stopped when I was about 11 because I thought girls were super duper cool. And then they weren't going to like what I was doing.
You stupid idiot.
No shit. Big Tell actually was pretty rad. I was on, was it Awful? I think it was on the Awful Discord. And somebody was building an old rat rod kit of a paddy wagon that was the last model that I worked on before I stopped working on models. And seeing someone working on that now. Well, I mean, you know, yeah, kind of in a way, but at the same time, I love that kit, and it was fucking pimp. I did a great job with the work that I could put on it at the time. I was brush painting everything. I had nothing, you know. I was just like this little kid in nowhere, Iowa. So, but that model is fucking sweet, and it was great to see somebody else still doing that and having great appreciation for that. And it like brought back all these awesome nostalgic memories. So, like one thing I would tell myself is to like same thing like Pab says, don't hide your shit, own it, because that stuff is who you are, you know. And I've not stopped being me in the long run. So, you know, never, you know, you get a better chance. You feel like you waste less time. I would have felt like I wasted less time.
Do you have a hidden accent as well, then? Or?
I'm from Iowa. I don't know.
I want to hear the Iowa.
Dude, I really don't have an accent.
It's the double T's as D's. That's his hidden talent.
I don't have a. I mean, I could speak in an Iowan dialect, but this is the way that I talk. I don't sound like anyone in my family. I don't sound like anybody.
It's not an accent. It's a demeanor. It's a way of life.
I mean, I don't know if it's demeanor.
Delivery.
Trust. When I get around my family, I slip.
All right, who's up next?
All right, so I'm going to ruin this. I'm going to tell myself to do exactly what the hell I did, because I don't want to risk not being where I am today.
Okay.
I find myself to be the luckiest man alive, and I believe in like the time travel paradox. Like, don't go back, and you're going to ruin the future. If I tell myself anything, I'm going to fuck it all up. So like, nope. You learn. You go through all the trials and tribulations. You're going to fuck everything up, but you're going to walk out on side. And I'm not going to tell them shit, because it wouldn't get me where I am today.
Okay, Ashton.
Yeah.
Got no arms.
I like it.
But no, it's true though, because I mean, all the good and bad, it's all part of life. Like it's an experience. You can't look at things and go, I wish that didn't happen, or I wish that happened more. You got to be like, no, it's all experiences. I went out there and I lived it, and you know, I walked out on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
There's your deep and meaningful insight.
Bam.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Learn what APR is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
everyone's kind of got the same message. It's just be accepted of who you are, and don't piss off your parents.
Too late.
Done.
But also, I mean, doing all that, like Kyle said, kind of gets you where you are today, and it teaches you all the lessons you needed to learn. Otherwise, who the fuck would you have been anyway?
Word.
Who the fuck am I now?
What are
Where am I now?
Yeah, where am I? Where am I? Who are you people?
So I go next.
You're the only one left.
All right. So definitely, I would I would send it back to my 19-year-old self. Like, don't drink that. Don't date her. Eat better. Work
Smoke
out more.
only once.
No, yeah. Don't quit. Don't smoke any at all. What else? I had another good one. God damn it. Oh, save money. Like, that's a good one. There was something else. God, what was it? I just had it in my brain.
Was it
It's
buy
gone.
Mecha decals?
Buy Mecha decals.
Boom.
Oh,
It was so good. What was it? Shit.
More
You said
or less.
APR, and I thought of it instantly.
APR, credit card, interest, banking account, 401k,
It's
stocks.
gone. It's gone. It's in the void.
don't buy stuff.
Yeah.
Listen here, McFly. You're not going to get the album X. You're not going to go foil the plan.
Bet on the Yankees. Because they winning. Shit. Yeah, man. I mean, I really
Don't pay a
wouldn't change.
credit card.
Yeah. I really wouldn't change a lot of stuff, but like eat better and work out. Like feel better about myself so I can feel better about the world.
Exactly.
Draw more.
Appreciate yourself more, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm really trying to get at. Was like, don't give up on yourself. Appreciate yourself more.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate all the shit I've been through, and it's made me who I am, and I've grown from it. So I wouldn't want to change most of that because if it's easier, like, do you really learn anything?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That haircut was pretty terrible. So that's something that definitely needed to change at some point.
Well, now you know not to
Maybe
do
the
it.
John Lennon bangs weren't a good idea. Yeah.
I've never had bangs. I would definitely have bangs. Like I would not use
Don't do it.
alcohol-based
Don't do
gel. Alcohol-based gel like fucked me hard.
Right.
Like we're getting rid of all that. Don't even worry about it no more.
Of all the hippies to imitate, John Lennon isn't a bad choice. At least he was famous.
True.
That's
Think of
not
all
how
the
I felt when
people.
I looked at myself in the mirror, buddy.
Imagine
This
all
works.
the people.
Habs was like, "This is my emo phase."
No, for real though. I had like the long strings like on each side of my face. I don't know.
Habs, I did too, man. Don't feel bad.
Just walks up to
Anyway.
random women going, "Hey, Jude."
I actually, at one point, I thought it would be a good idea to flick my hair in front of a girl.
Yep.
It was not a good idea.
This right here has been Julio for like 15 to 20 years right now. Backwards cap, so I didn't have to worry about hair too much. This is what probably ruined me. Don't wear hats. You'll lose all your fucking hair. Thanks, past Julio. I appreciate you. It's not a bad look, though.
my.
You know, it's not a bad look. This is how you grow up. Sometimes people wear them weird and shit.
That's straight New Yorker hood right
Just
there.
message of the night. Be you.
Yeah, just be you.
you.
You know, just eat more vegetables and fruits. They're delicious. What's wrong with you? Meat. Put that meat in your mouth. What are you doing?
That didn't come out right, did it? Don't put that meat in your mouth. That didn't come out right.
Bro,
did it?
prime ribs, steaks, chickens, whatever you got to do to get the meat in your mouth.
You should have just said leaner. Leaner.
Yes, eat leaner. Definitely eat leaner. Wear more like low cut stuff and look cute and
Look,
shit.
I live by the philosophy of I'm
Could you
here for a
imagine me
good
in
time, not a long time.
Could you imagine me in an office like that? Like,
a long time.
We'll eat my
Dress-
10-inch pizza. You don't
Dressed
tell
like
me.
you walked out of the Gap. No, I don't want to imagine that.
I would have loved to work in the Gap. What? They would never hire me. They would never hire me. Like, you sure
When
you
did
don't
the
want-
Gap become fashionable?
They'll hire me.
I remember
When
when
you
the Gap was like Bugle Boy, low budget bullshit.
Oh, I don't
When you start
remember
having
that.
appreciation for cargo pants and button ups
Yeah.
That far, friend.
Dad fashion.
and Christmas sweaters.
Yo,
Oh,
I'm wearing
Thanksgiving
cargo pants
sweaters.
right now. Just saying.
I have a
Yeah.
really nice Gap sweater. It's orange. I look really nice in orange. I might have worn it tonight. Maybe the next mechanism when we go to prom.
Oh, there was definitely
Taking Babs to
there was
prom.
definitely a knit dress I was thinking about. I was like, man, where is that thing? That'd be perfect for now. Actually, now that we've all talked about, I think I want to change my answer a little bit. Obviously, treat other people better.
There you go.
Treat yourself better.
Well, what do they say about the philosophy of helping others? If your cup is empty, how can you feed others? So just overfill yourself with self-confidence, spill over, and treat every.
I do that every mechanism, honey.
Yeah, see, you're already there.
I love myself, so you love me too.
My cup runneth over. I mean, my claw runneth over.
Spreading the love.
My cord runneth over.
My cup
No, but
overfilleth.
like growing up, treating other as a shitty teenager, treating other people better.
Yeah.
Were you a mean girl?
No, I was just
Get in, loser. We're making fun of people.
I was a goth little teenager that just was mean to everybody. That was it.
Oh my God, you were Janice?
Oh man.
Oh.
Were you Janice?
I was an art student.
She wasn't Brad, that's for damn sure.
She wasn't Gavin. She
Sorry,
wasn't
Brad.
Chris.
I love your work.
Boy.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, but that also goes back to listening to your parents and shit like that. 'Cause I know that I was not the easiest kid to deal with. I was the black sheep, and then I treated, I was mean, but not funny mean like I am now.
You were being mean for the sake of being mean. Like, you were
Yes.
just being mean.
For the sake of being
right.
As long as you're laughing, it's funny.
Hey, it's an easy defense mechanism, right? I get that.
It is,
I'm
and it
being
was.
mean to make you feel bad.
Yeah, I had to be as mean as my. I mean, my pants were huge because they were the fucking Janko Raver pants. So I knew as mean as my pants were big. That was it.
The chains that touch the ground before your pant legs do.
Yeah. Do you not remember? Do you not remember the pants where you had they had the strings on the side? What was that
parachute
all about?
pants.
Bondage pants. They were,
Yeah,
they were a
parachute.
crossbreed of
What was
parachute
that
pants
all
with
Some stickers
straps,
that were like that.
and then you have the skinny ones where it was just bondage pants, but it was a half and half.
Damn, where was I?
That's some weird stuff, man.
I'm gonna get you a pair, Pabs.
Well, you can blame the
Can't
Pet
wait.
Shop Boys for that one, honey. So
Blame Hot Topic. Blame my angst.
oh, yeah.
No, we all had that.
My sorrow will be your agony.
Oh my.
You don't know pain.
You don't know pain.
And I'm like, shut up, you white privileged man. You don't know pain.
Straight.
Your dad's a millionaire. Shut up.
I'm glad you live on Staten Island. I don't.
Well, it was like you either if you're poor and you're gangster, or you're rich and you're emo. That's pretty much how it played out in school.
I was poor and emo. It's weird, man.
What?
You had just enough money to be emo.
No, I was just fucking emo, sad as shit. Listening
You were
to
emo?
Taking Back Sunday. Fuck yeah.
You weren't like straight hood?
Oh my God!
Come
You
on.
remember Autumn for
What?
Ashes?
What? Do you see that?
Like you didn't rock the Timbs and the baggy jeans and everything? Like, come on.
I had Tim's and like a Corpse Grinder t-shirt. It was a weird mix, man. Look at
Like,
me.
you didn't have like the Carhartt hoodie and
I have
and
a
all
Carhartt
that?
hoodie. I got a Carhartt hoodie and bondage pants.
Didn't we see like high school photos of Julio a little while ago? Wasn't
Yeah, he used to mosh.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. It's a weird mix, man. Like you grow up listening to Tupac and Biggie, and then like Taking Back Sunday comes out, and you're like, I can
yeah,
relate to this. Hawthorne Heights, I can relate to this.
Cypress Hill.
You know, him, I can relate to this shit.
Oh my God!
What?
Oh,
was
him?
so
Come on.
obsessed
We are-
with him. That's why I broke up with him. It was just annoying.
You listen to
We
this
are
shit?
learning new things
It's
every
like
day. about who-
Bamagear. Come on.
A heartogram? That's what we're gonna call it? No, we're done.
I am so glad I never got that tattoo.
Heartagon.
What?
Do you guys want to know a random fact about him?
What?
Sure.
No.
The most of the band members from him originated from a band called CKY, Can't Kill Yourself, which was the product of Jackass.
Yeah.
They were before Jackass, yeah.
Yeah, they were the
Little
first
Minnesota
like,
boys out of Chesterton, Minnesota.
prank fucking video boys. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. That's what birthed him.
I mean, yo, when I put on my iTunes on shuffle, it's a ride. Like he'll go from Juicy J and 3-6 Moth to like Mudvayne.
Is it just Dig? Is that the only song you have?
Just get that heavy bass riff.
It's like, Are You Happy? All types of stuff.
Oh,
I have
wow.
the whole compendium of Mudvayne. I love them. I've seen them.
I don't like their newest stuff though.
Their newest stuff are more like hard country.
Yeah, it's the theme of music today.
You know, you can blame for that. You can
We're
a
evolving.
little bit. You can a little bit blame Disturbed for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They brought the sickness.
I'm so
Okay,
confused,
I
man. Me and
forgot.
Tim are so confused
Get
right
up,
now.
get down.
I forgot what I would write in my past is don't let them shoot that monkey.
Yeah.
Don't let them kill Harambe.
Umbra, forever remember.
Don't let them kill Harambe.
That was your good one. That's what you're going with.
Yeah, that was my good one. It was a fucking. We hit the bad timeline. We did that.
We hit the Dead Hero timeline. The Dead Hero timeline.
It all started with Harambe.
Yeah, it all started with Harambe.
That's
That was what opened the first seal.
I didn't know
Started
what you
with
were talking
Harambe. Now
about.
we're here. Is that what you're going with?
that's
They
what
cracked
opened
the
the
gate.
first seal. Oh my god.
It went all downhill from there. That's all I'm saying.
You were talking about Harambe. I thought you were talking about some other monkey from your past, man.
Yeah,
So
Umbra.
racist.
He's part of the past.
I don't know.
Holy shit. Oh,
Technically, my man was an 8, but yeah, all right.
She was an 8.
Here we go. This is something Pabs can relate to.
he's a great ape.
Led Zeppelin's "Lost and Confused" is a really good, or "Dazed and Confused" is a really good song.
I was gonna
There you
say,
go. Yeah.
Country and jazz. I listen to jazz. I don't listen to country.
Is there another DMC question that you have waiting in the wings, or not? Is this
Yeah,
it?
is there more?
Oh yeah. We went off topic.
It's
Okay.
midnight, so we're good.
Oh, it's
Finish.
curfew.
Huh? No, we can freestyle at this point if you want, or we can end it. I don't give a shit.
It's on
If
my
you-
show. I'm just asking.
If you guys could write letters to me in my past, what would you tell me?
Don't join.
Move from New York before
Yeah, get
February
the fuck out of
2020.
Brooklyn. Get the fuck out of Brooklyn.
Don't
Yeah.
shoot Harambe.
Get your ass to Cincinnati. You got to save them.
Learn more words to play with friends.
I don't know the words. I don't know the words.
Julio and I have been playing Words with Friends since this whole isolation thing happened, and he has won 2 times.
Oh,
Record breaking right there.
Every time it's been
Record
trying
breaking.
fuck you. Anytime
Yeah.
I play like the right word.
72-point word, and she's playing like X.
I played cat. It was cafe.
Still, like, come on.
Hey man, a win is a win. A win is a win.
I'm playing Pious, and I'm getting like 16 points.
Pious?
Yeah. Like, come
Like
on.
the Pope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pious, yeah.
All
He
right.
played in a straight line, like on no double, triple, nothing.
Still,
So
it should
you
be
got bare
at least 30 points. At least.
it's about strategery.
Yeah, it is. It's all those tiles on the board.
You got to get them golden tiles, man. That's gonna do it for you.
What?
Yeah,
One of
point
those
score.
can feed my whole family for years.
Save those X's, those power letters.
One of those can feed all of Mexico.
I did tell him once, like, hey, you only won because I couldn't use that K. Fine.
She's like, I had all vowels.
Jay sitting behind the scenes. She's just like, for one golden Scrabble tile a day, it could feed the entire farm.
I would feed her farm.
I'm telling you, I told her to name that chicken Steve. And that was a good move because that guy is just she is dominating the hen house.
Steve is the bad bitch.
Alpha.
She's like, I don't want to name him Steve. I was like, no, Steve, you won't regret it.
What's
So
the deal with what's Steve? Like, I don't get it. What do you?
Stevie
I don't
Nicks.
Steve is just a powerful name. It's just a powerful
It
name
is
for
a
chicken.
powerful man. It
It's
is a
the
powerful-
Dow. There is the Dow of Steve, if you're not familiar.
It's the White Witch, Stevie Nicks.
Yeah,
Okay.
Stevie Wonder. Come on, it's just the
Martinez.
powerhouse of Steve's.
Powerhouse of Steve's.
I'm so
He's
lost.
so lost.
I'm so lost. If you guys can see you can't see my face, but yeah, I'm fucking lost now.
It's going to be about 4K.
It's because you're drunk, bro.
My face is confused in 4K right now. Yeah.
And red because it's drunk.
Nah, you saw my face earlier. I was already
weren't that
wavy.
drunk.
No, I was wavy at that point.
He was like, I was a little here.
Is it 4K or is it 4KM?
At that point.
Did you say you were wavy?
Yeah, I was wavy, fam.
You totally said that. Dude.
I was
Yeah.
wavy, fam. Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah, man. I was there. I was there.
So there's wavy, and then I learned from a Welsh or British friend that spunky did not mean like
Oh yeah,
peppy, cute.
nope.
Yeah.
No, that's
That's the man juice.
I learned entire. Yeah, I described a perfecter that way in English to a
Wow.
British fan.
Wow. Way to put on
Pabs, you'll get this. What is a black man's pinch, Pab? Explain this to everybody, because I had gotten it in summer school, and I told my counselor that, and he immediately got flipped out thinking I was being racist. A black man's pinch. Is that like an old British saying versus a new one?
That sounds like an
What?
old man thing, man. Seriously.
So black man's pinch is a blood blister.
Oh.
My dad called it, and that's all I knew. I didn't know it was called a blood blister.
That's definitely an old man thing.
And I told the counselor, I was like, "Oh shit, I got a blood man." I didn't tell him shit. I was like, "I got a black man's pinch." And he's like, "Oh what?" I'm just innocent. I'm like,
that
what?
sounds questionable.
And no, it's true because I don't know the history behind it. I didn't go deep into that. My dad, red in the face, had to explain it to them. No, he's not being racist. This is a term because he grew up in poor London, so they use a very loose verbiage use.
Cockney?
No, Cockney is like north. My uncle
love that
sounds
word.
like he speaks Cockney.
What,
Like he runs all his letters together.
I love
That's
Cockney like English. Like they're
No,
like
they grew up
so
in
hard to
Jaborough's
understand.
court.
It's so
I'm not sure if
funny.
you know about that, Pabs.
So okay, I'll let me try to clarify. So Cockney, there's two types. So when Kyle said northern, fuck, it's coming out hard. When he says northern, he's talking about like stuff like the Brummie accent, the Brummie kind of the not even Liverpool, I guess, but Manchester kind of accents. Like those are very that's a variation of Cockney, but there's also a London Cockney. So that's the stuff you see in most gangster movies, like Lock, Stock, and all that stuff. That is typically South London Cockney. So all that stuff you see in the movies and stuff is real. It is at
like
100%
all the
real.
Guy Harvey movies.
Yeah. Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie. There we go.
Guy Harvey.
Yeah,
The other guy.
The other guy. But yeah, so all that stuff you see in movies, that is a very real accent, and that is a very southern London type accent. So yeah, I think that just to clarify, because like, there's two different types. So when you say Cockney, it's like, well, which one are you talking about?
Straight Brad Pitt and Snatch.
Because the North Cockney is they sling all their words together without a pause, and then
So straight
South
white
London
man
is
pretending
just
to
a
be
lot of
British.
slang, no making sense English.
So the Brad Pitt accent in Snatch, it was actually an Irish accent.
Yeah.
Oh, word? I thought
Irish
it was like a
gypsy.
That was Gypsy, right?
Yeah. So you're thinking of I can't believe I'm using him as an example, but Jason Statham has a Cockney accent. Vinnie Jones, very very Cockney accent.
Yeah, they both grew up in southeast London.
Yeah. So yeah, well apparently Jason Statham like grew up in London. I don't know. I can't tell where his accent's from, man. Seriously.
I think he's catered to movies a lot, so that's why it's probably changed.
Hasaki's asking me what Premier League team I am a fan of. Man United. Man United all day. There is only one member in my family who supports Arsenal, and she can die in hell. So.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys are nuts.
Whoa. Harsh.
I named my kid Chooch. Edward.
Like they take soccer super seriously.
Football.
Football. There is no such thing as soccer overseas.
Oh, what a lot of people don't know.
Get you kicked.
What a lot of people don't know is soccer originated in England. The word soccer is a UK term. Just for some reason, the Americans stole it, as they do everything, right? And
we don't steal. We technically acquire.
We stole our freedom, but that's okay.
Look, Pabs, it was RT. Okay.
It's over here belongs to me.
I can't believe you threw it in the ocean.
It's 9/10 of the law, Pabs. 9/10 of the law.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
You can say that again.
So you're Man U.
Yes. But my pretty much 99% of my family is a big Arsenal fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I am a degree of separation away from the Germany team.
Just the Germany national team?
Yes, the real team.
Oh, all right then. You can also die in hell. Just
I mean, that's fine. It'll just take me like 7 or 8 goals in a World Cup to get there. It's okay. That was actually a very painful game to watch. At some point, we're just like, can we stop? Like this is.
what was the final score? 5-1? Was it 5-1?
It was like 8-1. So it was something stupid. Like it should not have happened.
2 of the 6 members that you care about the sports that they're talking about.
What happened? Yeah. So no. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, do you want to talk about baseball?
No, fuck baseball. Baseball's the worst. It's so fucking boring. I cannot deal with how many games are in a season. How many goddamn games are in the playoff? Like, just 3 fucking teams. Go at it and just shut the fuck up. So many goddamn games.
Brian is taking umbrage with this entire conversation.
Hey, right now. Why?
Brian, you're into baseball?
I watch baseball.
You do? I'm sorry.
I mean, what you do with your time is your own, but I don't want to waste it like that.
My
Girl
wife
team.
is into baseball.
Yeah?
I watch baseball. It's actually it's a wonderful pastime. It's a wonderful sport to sit and watch. I'm not gonna fuck with you. It's great to go out to a game. I don't mind like sitting down and watching a few innings in an afternoon on a sunny day. That's fine too. Do I live and breathe and die fucking baseball? No, no one should. Except for baseball players, because that's their fucking job.
He's not that kind of masochist.
I still don't really understand.
Z's getting offended. I called out baseball.
I don't fully understand like American game rules. Like I don't really understand the rules of baseball.
It's cool, man. Cricket doesn't make any fucking
the one
sense
that
at
has
all.
the most
It has
points
no
wins.
sense. How the fuck can you score 120 runs in a fucking inning? Get the fuck out of here. What kind of makeup game is that? Go back to Hogwarts.
The only time anybody ever goes to a cricket match is when they want to take a nap. So
there you go. All right.
You can take a nap and wake up and still like cheer and have fun though.
Yeah, you see a lot of people go there.
Like, oh, my team is winning. How convenient.
Yeah, they specifically go there to get drunk and take a nap.
I feel like it's just like the horse races. It's just where socialites go. Yes, I'm important. I went to a cricket match.
No, you know what's funny is there's the I can't remember. It's like the equivalent of the Kentucky Derby here. It's like a big horse race. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out here we've got the Delmar Fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember, but it used to be like a very high up class thing, and then the Yobos kind of got into it. And,
the Yobos.
Yeah, Yobos. So like they're like the youth on bail.
I don't know the fucking name.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's like
does that mean trail? No, so it's you're taking the first 2 letters of a totally different descriptor. Is that like redneck? Like
I think it's like a youth on bail something. I can't remember. It's like a I can't remember.
Juvenile.
Yeah, delinquent.
Children.
Yeah, delinquent.
Adolescents. I mean, what do we got here?
Youths. Is that what you're saying?
Youths, yes. Youths. So youths got into it, and then now it's just this one big drunken festival where everyone's wearing tuxedos and fancy dress.
Prom. It sounds like the Preakness.
It sounds like prom.
The Preakness? What's the Preakness?
The Preakness.
It's like the Kentucky Derby. It's in the Triple Crown. It's the second one. It's here in Baltimore, and yeah, that fucking stupid. Like it used to be super prestigious.
One of the 3 stops.
It's the second one, right? Okay. That nobody cares 2 shits about. But it used to be super fancy until they let people in the infield, and it was BYOB. And it just went
lottery winners got involved, and it got all kinds of crazy.
It just means that at some point they needed to up attendance and make it applicable.
Yeah, and then they had people running out onto the track when the horses were running.
Ascot. That was the name.
I pray they got trampled.
Ascot? I feel like there's
Ascot.
only.
You mean like the Ascot? Like the
it's called the Ascot races just because it's held in a racetrack called the Ascot. So that's
probably actually named after them. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the only reason people go to construction or to Kentucky Derby is 2 things. They're either the jockey or they're crime lords trying to have a meeting.
We'll meet at the races.
I mean, you
we'll
had
meet
me
at
at
the
construction derby on your first
Hey.
slip, but
I'm
Yeah, it's construction derby.
Craig Flimberger. I meant absolutely no offense, man, but cricket is. You have to admit, you have to be in the mood to watch cricket, and half the time I just want to sleep. So yeah.
He'll say,
Because Australians absolutely love cricket. Like Australians are big into their cricket.
What is it with like
Oh.
the buoy hats versus like the ball caps? Like they have the
Oh,
ball caps
God.
with like the super duper long bills, like they're from like the 1950s, or they have like the buoy hats.
They're going on safari.
I believe it's the catches
Everything
that
is
need the-
polyester. Everyone is wearing a polyester jumpsuit from head to toe, include full sleeves, gloves,
Shit's fucking
half the time
hot.
they have a face mask on. I don't fucking understand it.
In the middle of New Zealand heat. You're like,
Yeah,
why?
right? In full sun.
seersuckers, yeah.
They're playing on a field that is like
It's
5
barren.
football fields. I don't
It's
understand.
totally barren.
It's a big circle, and there's two dudes that are hitting on that are like 10 feet apart. These two fucking wickets. These guys are 20 feet apart. These two wickets. These guys, and it's like 700-foot arena that they're in. That doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
But they have to be able to hit. Is it a century? Is it a century? I can't remember. But yeah, if you hit it all the way to the end and it goes over like a certain line, it's a century.
Like a
Something
home
like
run.
that.
It makes the mind play boggle.
There might be some
Can you
difference
explain
in the
this in
measurement
American
there.
Eves?
Never seen this.
I don't know. I can't even explain the game of cricket myself. I told you I'm asleep.
How many
100% of the
football
time.
fields is that?
2.5? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a number I
Why
know.
is it so
Yo.
big?
What the fuck is cricket though?
It's an insect.
There's a paddle. It looks like a bat. There's sticks and balls.
It's a
People
phone
run
service
between the
you
sticks.
buy at
I don't know.
Walgreens.
You ever seen Heathers? Is that cricket?
Yes.
That's cricket,
You remember?
right? All right.
You remember that big flat weapon that Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had?
A hockey stick?
No, he had a cricket bat. Shut
He
up.
also had a cricket bat.
Yeah. You remember when you went to a fraternity house and they had that thing that they were doing with pledges?
Keg stand?
And you got your ass whooped.
Yeah.
They didn't have
You don't get the
fraternity
keg stand until after you pledge.
Oh, hazing. Hazing.
Yes.
I mean, initiation, sorry.
We don't haze anymore.
No,
That's
a lot
another,
of
that's
that.
another thing. That's another thing we never had in the UK. Fraternities.
I
Don't
feel like I'm
understand it.
fraternity material.
Well, you have like brother houses or whatever the fuck they call them. It's kind of similar.
That's another old man
Gentlemen
thing,
clubs.
You guys had Braveheart and Dragonheart and Harry Potter
And James Bond.
and the Shire. I think you guys are covered.
No, I think we're right. Fraternities. I feel like
Gandalf the Grey. Come on.
I'll be honest though. I feel like,
Every fraternity is named after a different color that Gandalf was described in some book.
Ray,
I'll be
white,
honest though.
off-white eggshell.
No, I'll be honest though. I do feel like I missed out.
Canary.
I missed out on American universities because it seems like a lot more. It seems nicer.
Like a lot more lawsuits? Yeah, absolutely.
mistaken.
Oh yeah, come on. There's so many hidden traps and
You want lawsuits in debt?
I'm just saying, man. Like, it just looks nice, man. Like I've seen because I went on a tour. So my little sister grew up here, so we went on the tour.
Listen to him. He's got that romanticized version of
No,
American colleges.
we went on the tour. We went on the tour.
It's so
with campus.
nice.
I was like, wow, look at this place.
Where'd
man.
you go to a private school where they had uniforms?
It was
it's like
University of
this is
Chicago.
called
I don't know.
uni.
Yeah, and then I would like if you look at my university, which is Kingston University, it,
Ooh, that sounds
it doesn't
prestigious.
compare.
How much money does your sister owe?
I have no idea. I don't.
We don't
I
talk
don't
about
owe
that.
I don't owe shit, so I'm good.
They leave that part out.
I don't know anything. All right, Pabs. You want a fraternity? Wait till SCGMC. We're gonna put a marshmallow on your butt, and make you run down the floor.
You're my boy, Blue.
I'm gonna make you sit in the back of my car again. Go ahead.
Oh,
I love it.
I'll bring my
man.
visor.
Get in the bag.
She made me sit in the back. It's not made for. That's not made for anybody. That's made
What
for
was that?
bag.
What was it?
Dogs.
What am I supposed to do? Make you sit in the driver's seat and drive my car? You're going in the back.
It's like mommy's letting me drive again.
You got to sit in her lap.
It was so comfortable, man. I was just sitting there. I was like, I was barely sitting. I'll be honest.
He was
I'll tell you,
stirring.
If I give you the dog bed, you might have been a little more comfortable. You had some cushion.
Did he have to pretend to wear a seatbelt?
straight up. I was
Cuff coming.
sweating.
Where?
I was
Where's he going?
sweating. I was like, my knees.
I warned him. I said,
I'm-
your best bet is to sit behind me because I'm the shortest one in the car.
Well, yeah, so I'm Tim height, yeah, and my knees were in my chest.
Tim height.
Real.
It's a unit of measure.
You could have put your legs out to the other side. Like you had room. You just
I didn't-
decided to
no.
pull full on
I
fetal
had-
position behind me.
I wanted to be courteous and not put my feet up on your seat.
You think
'cause I
I-
feel
you think
I
like-
had a minivan. Why didn't you
I
use
have
that?
dogs in my car. You think I care about courteous in the back seat?
But that's me. That's me. I'm being courteous. I'm being respectful.
I mean,
This is
technically, your
your
dogs are the same size as Pab, so he should have been
Yeah,
comfortable.
there you go. Like I said, Tim height.
I mean, if he had
What
behaved, he would have
you?
gotten a treat too, but he didn't.
Oh, you missed out.
Oh man.
How
my
how are we gauging Tim height here? Like why is that a thing?
I don't know, Tim. When I was talking to you, my back started hurting. Looking down started really getting real bad.
Oh my god. Oh my
Kyle's
goodness.
Next time I see you, Kyle, I'll hit your knees.
I didn't even go
With
there.
If you jump a little bit, you might be able to reach my nuts.
Stick or a hockey stick.
Never know. Might bring a cricket bat.
Oh god, I see you charging. I'm gonna run.
I wasn't even gonna go there. I'm just saying. Me and Tim are roughly about the same height, right? So yeah.
Good.
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah,
So
that
then
was
you
it,
can
man.
both walk. I don't care.
I was trying to be courteous. Fuck's sake.
Trying to be courteous for fuck's sake. Love it. Oh, I fucking love it.
British courtesy.
Fucking Frank.
6,
That'd
7.
be nice,
confirm
right?
this.
I will queue for you. I will actually queue for you lot. So 6, 7. Just get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Come on now. Come on, son.
Come on,
Some sun.
Come on, son.
Come on, son.
Pabs, do Chicago. Do Chicago.
Oh,
Chicago.
Chicago.
Hey, I'm from Chicago. There you go.
You want to know how bad
Chicago.
Midwesterners are? So my town is Hobart. Hobart. You want to know how they pronounce in this dumb fuck town? Hobart. I'm like, where the fuck is the E?
Oh, it's Hobart. Oh yeah.
It's Hobart. But they're like, no, it's
Yeah,
Hobart.
no.
It's
Come over to
Hobart,
my
don't
house.
you
Sit in my
know?
couch.
Are we
Like-
just dunking on Midwesterners now? Is that
Yeah.
No, this is from
Why not?
experience. Kyle is just
Let's see.
mad.
Chicago.
Well, I am mad because everybody keeps correcting me. I'm like, no, you can't read.
Yeah, no. Here's
Hobart.
pretty good Chicago, there, guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on down to my shop, then break yourself up a nice beer, and we'll go down and watch the Cubbies play.
That's actually more Milwaukee.
Well, yeah, I mean it's
Have you ever
I'm
played
sorry,
Real
I
Big
went
Fiction? That's the
75
answer.
miles north. Milwaukee.
Don't you know, eh?
Hobart.
Straight fucking Fargo over here.
In Detroit, we just shoot you.
Fargo is way different. but-
Actually, I read a thing. I used to cover my
Bye,
farts
bye.
by coughing. Now I fart to cover my coughs.
Yeah, that was a good one. I heard that too.
Anyway.
Bill, I'll have you know, I'm 5'7". So
Yo, look at this. Look at this
Yeah,
guy.
it's got color in it.
Yeah, I like
that's
Yeah.
good.
I'm
That is
not
great.
ready. I'm not ready.
That is nose
That
up,
is
boy.
svelte.
I'm gonna retire my
It
soccer warrior
100%
now.
is, but
So,
So
colored pencil, mix in with those Copic markers. Sorry, I need to get more colors. But
Actually, I did start working on mine. I switched some stuff up.
Good.
Elongated some stuff.
oh, look at that!
Put
Nice.
backpack on there. I'm gonna do some things. I'm gonna do some thinking.
I didn't do shit to mine.
in there.
And Kyle and I are all doing this thing. So, Julio, what did you choose? Was your horseman?
War.
You chose war.
I'm gonna do some stuff there.
I will admit, guys, I am
Is this
getting
gonna be
good
like
at
a straight
piston.
rush hour build or what?
Who? What? Huh?
You guys ready to see
What? I
working
didn't hear what you said.
pistons?
I said
That
just
was
gonna be
rush
straight from rush hour or what?
From
War.
rush hour.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah, Jackie.
To watch
Wow.
they actually work. Wait.
Yeah, Kyle's
Oh,
gonna work over there. He got some
oh.
emaciated
Yeah.
arm.
I like it a lot, man.
Ooh, I like
I gotta
that.
fill in these gaps. But I figured since it's armorless, give it some
I'm gonna do the exact
Mechanic.
opposite.
Hell yeah,
and working
I dig
things.
that, man. Fuck yeah, that's cool as shit.
I don't know, I'm trying to make this handicap work because you guys gave me the fucking lamest one to wear. I was like, fuck.
Yo,
How
family.
did
Pick the dude that carries a balance as his
You
weapon.
gotta choose. You gotta choose your own. You could
I
have
was
chosen.
gonna say, how did you guys decide who gets who?
We just went at it.
Anybody
Yeah.
could have chose any.
Brian set the stage. He's like,
I didn't mean to,
quit
but I
death.
set the stage by choosing death. And lo, I saw a pale horse, and upon it sat a rider's name was
I
Death.
heard the words
And all
come.
hell came with
So
it.
you getting a scythe? What are you doing?
I am going to. Yes, I will be having a scythe with my death character. I'm going to extend things and make it drawn out as I tend to do. and make it a more of a lanky mobile suit. I will be building some sort of rudimentary horse form part, whether it be fleshed out or be skeleton. I do not know exactly yet. But I'm going to be doing some sort of like crazy ethereal fun thing. There's no timeline, so I can do whatever the fuck I want.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So listen to what Brian told us when we were talking about this. He's like, I'm going to build a horse. We're like, what? He's like, yeah, it's easy.
Of course.
Just throw it together. I'm like, who the fuck are you to say building a horse is easy?
Yeah.
I've never built a horse.
The Trojans did it.
Yeah.
I've been like, I kind of like the mechanical and the equine form, the horse form itself. I've been drawing horses for, I don't know, as a fun sketch, as like an exercise. I've been drawing horses for, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 years.
Are you a horse girl?
No.
Are you a brony?
Girl.
No, we just find out Brian's a brony.
Jesus Christ. No.
Brony the builder?
Brony
builder. We're doing on Discord later.
And I'm a big fan of like knights and like warriors and like the medieval fair. So I grew up drawing a lot of that kind of stuff. So knights on horses, slaying dragons, that sort of business. Barbarians, whatnot. You know? Yeah.
I like how we're going robo fantasy instead of just like fantasy. Because you can go hard with fantasy and just make it completely like dragon.
You want to make it hard.
Yeah, robo fantasy.
Yeah, trying to keep this in the robotics theme is very difficult. Because I'm like, well, I can always just throw a bunch of putty and make things organic. But I'm like, let's sanitary tutor it.
No, it's all about interpretation at that point. No, you can make it whatever you want.
Yo, I did the second sleeve. Fucking wasted.
He's gonna wake up tomorrow. This does not look like the other side whatsoever.
He's like, what the fuck was I doing?
What are you talking about? Look at it. Hey, yo. Come on, Sad.
Memory now. You good?
I mean,
come on, Sad.
Come on, Sad.
I've heard that before.
Oh, if you had $1.
Then maybe you could afford to place a little more tiles on your Scrabble board, Julio.
Oh.
You don't have to bring it there. That hurts deep.
She went for the deep.
EEP. Play for 6. Okay.
Oh.
It's not my fault that game is shitty. Not my fault.
He's like, I dug deep into the Oxford Dictionary for that one. I was
looking on Webster. I couldn't find shit.
He was telling me, don't cheat. You can't spell that. I said, I have the tiles, though.
Yeah, it works.
It's like,
I can put
according to Words with Friends, it is legit word.
According to Words with Friends, you ain't my friend.
I'm just a guy you keep fucking ruining.
You're literally the only person I play because anytime I try and bring up either Colleen or Courtney, it won't let me search.
Boo.
The 2 women that could probably kick my ass this game, I can't pull them up within the app.
Colleen is Gutter Phenom 09.
Ooh.
Colleen's gonna destroy.
She got.
You ready for that smoke?
You ain't want no smoke?
I'm gonna start playing cat and dog like nobody's business.
Win.
I played hose. I played hose twice in our last game.
She doubled up on the hoe.
Hose.
Just remember, Ox and Box are your best friends.
No, QI.
Yeah, key.
Yeah.
Key. Think quiche, but how you would actually spell it if you didn't exist.
If you didn't exist.
Shots.
I'm taking that personally.
That's not what I meant. Okay.
Taking it to heart. Thank you.
That sounds like it hurt.
Yeah, I'm hurting.
I'm seeing those tears just
Cuts deep, doesn't it?
Cuts a little deeper than Frankie Try. Speaking of, let him back in and give me a break.
Why aren't we naked? We should all be naked right now.
Okay.
Because,
I changed your mind. Swap Julio for Frankie.
Bloop.
I still have.
Bye, Felicia.
Hey!
Look at this man right here.
Cobra Kai.
Put him in a body bag.
Build fast, drink hard. No,
remember, sweep the leg.
Oh, shit, I didn't know Donatello was here. Or you Leonardo?
I was away. I was raiding Tim's fridge because that's what you're supposed to do when you're drinking at somebody's house.
It's true.
What did you find? Iced tea?
He got
I found
that sweet
Swedish
tea.
fish
Sweet.
and some bubbly.
Some sweet tea, some bubbly, and some mecha decals.
I keep that on lock.
No. I found some of those, but I put them back. I don't know.
In the freezer for later.
Yeah. I was having a nice nap. I just kept hearing burns left and right. I'm like, damn, I'm so glad I'm not in this. I'm just chilling.
Just watching the gunfire from across the street.
Right.
Like, oh, that looks
here,
serious.
Like, I'm not in the middle. You know, I'm the words with friends king. I don't got to fight nobody. Ooh, you know, all that shit.
Frankie's throwing titles out there.
Switches your camera.
You know, I just be making words rhyme and
Hold
shit.
them.
Man. I make up words. Yo, while I was away, I got inspired by Brian.
Here we go.
Oh, let's see
draw
some sketchies.
something.
Let's see some sketchies.
Oh.
And I drew something for my GBWC entry. On this Capital One card I got.
Manila envelope.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm
as
like
you can
Mr.
see.
Satan crossed with Arc 79.
That really inspires hope, Frankie.
Why is he so lumpy?
Look, I guess those are his muscles, but he's aged, obviously, so his skin is like all discombobulated.
He's got that leather sun skin.
Look at his pecs. It's a happy
thing.
face. You wouldn't even.
It's
you couldn't
the-
tell if I didn't tell you.
It's the RX-78 elephant, man.
And it's
No amount of stem cells could make that skin more elastic.
He's like the Popeye of.
He
like,
lost a
Gundam.
lot of weight, Brian. Don't judge him.
Well, he gained a lot of
Man
weight.
has
before he
been
lost.
working hard. So I'm gonna let you guys know right now. Watch out! You're not gonna win GBWC because I'm gonna enter this
Frankie's
shit.
taking it.
Tim, I can't even say that with a serious face.
Here we go. Here's a finishing serious question for everybody. What's everybody's take on everyone throwing the mantle of I'm gonna take GBWC this year?
If you ever hear me say those words with a serious face, know that I'm lying straight from my fucking teeth.
I don't know if I've ever really said
Yeah, I
that
don't
with
think I
seriousness.
also have never said that. Also, I'm not really.
I think it's more of like an inside joke kind of thing.
I don't know. I
Well,
think
for
it's
some
just-
people, but I think a
everybody's
lot of
game,
people are
really.
like riding it hard, like, yes, this is my year, and I'm like, I hate to, be the asshole in the room, but you got to look at last year's winner before you start acting like you're gonna take the. I mean, not to toot Tim's horn here. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'm gonna say 3 years because 2 years I don't care about.
Regional winners.
But go look at previous winners from any country, and then maybe take some self-reflecting before you go and
Totally.
throw up such a outlandish claim. I don't know. I feel like perspective is missing with a lot of builders. Inward perspective. It's okay to be realistic.
Right. Well,
I think humility is missing from a lot of builders.
Yeah. you're missing a lot.
Yeah, both winning and losing. A lot of people lack that, and I think, hey, you know what? A, this is Placid Miles, and B, your shit ain't that good. I'm gonna be the one to say it, but maybe you need to come down a notch.
I feel like
true,
losing.
That's kind of like the vector that runs all around.
I feel like losing teaches you a lot.
Oh yeah, he does. Oh, look at this man!
Yo, get the tie. Get the tie.
This is all I'm saying.
Get the tie. Get the tie.
This is all
Get
I'm
the tie.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw
wait.
the coin. I saw the coin, and I was just like, all right, let's bring him back.
This is all I'm saying. That's all
Pabs
you
win
need right
MIA.
there. That's
Look
all
at this
you
man.
need.
It's already going to his head. Look at him.
That's all you need
Sensitive
right
head. Sensitive
What if I
head.
just like rolled around my neck all the time?
What's he doing?
there.
Oh,
No. Don't do that. I'm
All
just saying.
right.
he's not
All
even
right, you
paying
don't have to fight
attention.
like that. I like how Frankie's tied.
He doesn't even know he's muted.
He's muted too.
What's up, Z?
What up?
He's so good at ignoring his family. He's like, I'm deep in this build right now.
No, I'm listening and I was working and I have words for Brian and Kyle. So but we're not gonna go back there. Progress, man. Check it out. I got everything kind of drilled out.
Yeah.
And then I've even got the vent.
Yo,
Upper vent
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
drilled out. So
With the
I'll,
headlights out.
what's that?
You gonna get the headlights out?
I'm gonna get the headlights out too once I can find some suitable replacements. And so another thing, I was actually talking to Justin Justinius while I was working on this, and you guys were messing around.
That guy's a buster.
In a good way. In a good way.
He is.
Package too from Joel, and
Love that guy.
you and I are gonna do a build along and see who builds one better.
Oh,
Hey, you're already in a build along. Come on, don't cheat on us.
No, he's not cheating.
Where's that Zaku warrior, huh?
Right here.
Zaku. Where's that Zaku?
Right off the table, not being worked on.
Hey,
Being worked on.
He's like, wait, no, it's right here. It's in the box.
I bought it at least.
Oh no, he's got it. There it is.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Good stuff right
There
there.
it is.
Since I got two, you know.
Yeah,
Oh.
even it out. Good stuff.
Hell yeah, man. So what's your plan?
So my plan for this is, I got to build a bow and arrow to since I got pestilence, and I'm not gonna build a horse, but I'm definitely gonna take that Funasaki thing and modify it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can call it Conquest and get away with it.
Yeah, and since it's pestilence, I was thinking about kind of like rotting out a lot of the armor.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good weathering.
Fields for sure, brother.
And since we don't have a time limit, if I feel like building a diorama, I kind of want to do kind of like an arrow shooting out, and as the arrow was kind of progressing along, everything behind it was dying, like the grass.
Ooh, it's like spreading disease.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like that a lot. See?
Serious question, Brian. Are you going to SCGMC this year? If it's still going on?
I don't know that I'll be able to go to SCGMC this year, just because of like reality.
Yeah, like I was saying, if that could be our deadline officially, is you get it finished before SCGMC, and we just all present it together. The full.
I mean, if NYC and that whole business like GBWC isn't going to go down in full force like that, like if it's only like an online thing, you know, or whatever, then like I don't have that constraint, and I can like, you know, adjust accordingly depending.
Technically, wasn't the online before NYC?
Yeah, the deadline was.
I like to go and show my ass in public. In case you have.
Oh yeah.
So
let people touch it. Look at it.
But no, I think it needs to be canceled. I think GWBC this year needs to be canceled. It's just too many people are doing too many great things on what they're building, and for it to come down to like the whole world just submit a picture. I know there's anything wrong with that, but like I want to see things up close. I want to be able to go somewhere and submit if I do take part in it. And like
he wants to steal third again.
Yeah, and again, like everybody's kind of getting like when Tim did it online, for last year, but it was online from that leg, and then kind of like from the New York part of it, or was it, I don't exactly know how all that works for online, but
no, I took the New York leg. Tim took the
New York leg in person.
Yeah, they didn't do online for New York anymore because they changed their
online
avenues.
There's a bunch of different legs. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I saw Airdrop in person and in Michigan when he brought it, so I was like, holy shit, that should win.
It makes a whole difference.
And I kind of want to go somewhere and look at entries. I want to be able to kind of.
I got a place you can go to in Southern California, Model.
No, I absolutely agree with you. I can't agree with you more with that. Like it makes more sense to bring in your entry and to show it in round. Yeah, I would be judged in the round.
Yeah.
Not that I have any like question as to the quality of Tim's build. There's no question there at all. But when it comes to like moving forward with this like coming season and the weirdness that's going on right now, it is a bizarre thing to think about. Like how are they going to do that with the widespreadness of it all? Well, I'm trying not to say it. So
we're stepping away from this.
No,
right.
Hasaki said it's only going to be online. I feel like it could be, especially with mass gatherings. So take some good pictures, guys.
Sure.
Well, if America can stay at home, maybe we can get through this in 3 weeks and everybody go back to normal.
Hopefully.
I'm already home, man. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. New York was on the news a lot today. I don't know.
Dude, Staten Island is killing it right now. They're gathering, they're touching each other. It's horrible.
It's like a big orgy.
Spring festival going on.
Around
Corona orgy.
you see the numbers out of Louisiana coming out? Like it's
6,000 bars and 870 of them were open.
Dude,
fucking A.
Yeah.
Just
and
a
I was just looking at that
violation
timeline, like,
of any sort of sense of sanity.
they're hurting for money. That's what it is. Like people
Welcome
are
fucking
hurting.
reality.
Yeah, I've been poor my whole
Anyway.
life. This is normal.
What's worse?
Let's pivot
hurting
on
for
this.
money or hurting for
pivot.
Let's
Come on,
pivot on
Ross.
this conversation.
Come on, Ross.
So Julio, school us on this term that I've been hearing like around places. A clout chaser. What is a clout chaser?
Yes.
Serious
I don't-
topic right here.
What is this? I've heard this and I don't know what it is. School me. What's a clout chaser?
Yo, let him know, Julio. Let him know. Let him
Right.
know. Yo, spit
Lay
that
it down
knowledge real
thick.
quick.
All right, okay, I got you, Guru Chooch. I got you.
101.
So you hit the Instagram and you're like, yo, I'm gonna make it big. I'm gonna
Bam.
catch everybody followers. I'm gonna be
Bam.
in everybody's DMs. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask you for sponsorships
I'm gonna suck everyone's dick.
so I can keep getting free shit. Oh, you liked all my pictures? I'm blowing you up now. Let's go. Everybody's gonna love me, and I'm snap building. There's nothing wrong with snap building, but don't act like you're going hard and doing craziness, thinking that everybody should be up your ass. There's one dude, oh my god, he's like, all my followers make me feel like I'm on top of the world. I don't know how this guy lives his life, but that's not how you're supposed to do it. That's not supposed to bring you joy. I mean, I know we're all in the house and we're feeling ourselves now because we got to live in our own heads, but that's not the way you release dopamine. I'm sorry, it's not something you do. So please get off the internet with your snap builds. Talk about I'm gonna win GBWC this year. Thank you. That's been my TED talk.
Yeah, just at me next time, bro. I've been snapping. I've been saying that. What you trying to
Where
fight
does
me
this
Shit,
shit
I gotta
go?
stop snap building.
Where's this
I've
all
been
come
snap
from? I
building,
don't
saying I'm gonna
get it.
take the game and everything.
I've been perusing Instagram, and there's a lot of people on there like I'm winning this year, and they just snapped together a kit, and they're talking about this is my third kit, and I just got 300 followers, so I'm doing a giveaway because I'm gonna thank all my followers. I mean, if you're honestly giving from an altruistic part in your heart where you want to give back to the community, it's clout chasing, but on a higher level. It's not just I'm doing this, so you better like me, and if you don't like me, I'm taking a 3-week break. Because
man.
I don't feel
I
like I'm
haven't seen that. I haven't seen the snap builders kind of going, I'm going to win. But, I mean, I'm sure some people think I'm a clout chaser because I keep tagging my sponsor and shit. But
I don't think sponsoring is cloud chasing because these people aren't sponsored, so they can't even show sponsorship. Their ultimate goal is to gain sponsorship to thus boost themselves in a higher stratosphere. And I'm like, well, there's one thing giving back to the companies that make you enjoy your hobby, like you guys do, versus this is a status I now have, so I'm better than you.
Yeah,
that's a completely different terminology between the cloud chaser versus someone who's actually in a what do they call it? A symbiotic relationship between supplier and receiver of goods.
I mean,
which is
I
the
got
way
the-
a sponsorship should work.
I googled the exact definition of cloud chaser if you want me to read it.
Go ahead.
Hey, that's Wikipedia.
All right. Cloud chaser, a person that only hangs with certain people or starts beef with people to gain popularity. Urban definition, when you speak of someone having clout, it usually means they communicate a sense of power or influence, particularly in a political sense. Yo, Gundam's political? What?
We got
I know, man. I know. Plastic models, changing diplomatics immunity.
Earth versus
words.
Earth Federation versus Xeon. What?
Oh, political in the sense of creating
Space
an
noise
ideology
freedom?
Don't get me started on
Oh,
that.
Xeon, what?
People, right?
Sabi
Like,
never did anything wrong.
We have
All right.
one person in the community.
Time out for just a second. Hold
Okay.
up. Time out for just a second because Chris Pabs is like aching to get in.
Get in there, Pabs. Get in there, Pabs.
Yeah. So, any volunteers to swap out?
Kyle.
Kyle?
Yeah, all right, yeah. I've been here for a while. I'll dip.
All right. All right. Pabs, you're
Pabs.
muted, so
Get him,
school
Pabs.
us. Let's go.
Get him.
What is
Yo.
this? Explain it.
So
No names, no names.
no,
We're keeping names, but let's go. School us.
Listen,
There's
alright.
name.
English, let's
There
go.
are names. We'll talk names later. But yeah, like it drives me nuts, man. So people do. How do I explain this in not a drunk way?
They do the less and expect the most.
Yeah, so they do the least amount of work and expect the most amount of exposure. Like it's like I did this today, so I expect a big following, even though it's not exactly what I would call hard work. Do you know what I mean? Like
no
a lot of it's not it's not it's not like big headed to say that a lot of people in this live stream right now have a pretty decent following. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I feel I feel like I have a quality following. The people that
Right.
I don't have a huge following, but the people
No,
that
it's
follow
not,
me
I wouldn't
are,
say.
yeah.
I'm not talking about numbers. I'm talking about interaction with your followers.
Exactly.
Your interaction and the quality, because they're looking at your work. They like your work. They like what you do,
Exactly.
etc. Yeah, a cloud chaser is someone who's chasing that follow. Yes.
Time out
Yes.
for just a second. Mikkel's jumping off, so everybody say goodbye to
No.
Mikkel.
Oh,
Mikkel,
bye.
good night, Mikkel.
Mate.
See you soon, brother.
Buenas noches, bro.
Yeah. So
Bye,
well,
Mikkel.
Nato bueno.
I lost my trail of thought. Yeah. So yeah, you do hard work. You show this work. Your followers like it, and they like the quality of work you put in. But these people do the absolute least amount of work and expect a following. That to me is a cloud chaser. Oh, I'm gonna do a giveaway at this many followers. Why? Why are you doing that? You're not doing that because you want to give away something. You want to do that because you want to achieve a certain numbering. Fuck that. I hate that. That is the absolute antithesis of why we're doing what we're doing.
If I could interject,
I like antithesis.
Let's go.
if I could say something, I think it's fair to say that we're all on Instagram. I mean, everybody goes on social media for a small amount of attention, right? Because
Honestly,
if you didn't want it, you wouldn't be on it, right?
Yeah.
If
If somebody's, I guess we're gonna say clout chasing or whatever. If somebody's doing that, their goal is obviously to build more followers, get more followers, build their community or whatever, however you want to call it. But I mean, at the end of the day, everybody wants more followers. There's obviously different ways to do it. I mean, don't come to me and ask me how to do it because whatever.
No, I don't really like.
Even if
I'm
I
not.
have followers right now. Like,
Yeah, I'm not trying to gain more followers. What I'm trying to do is just show off the stuff that I'm doing and trying to
No,
inspire.
I'm saying there's people that do that, right? And there's obviously other people that want to share their stuff. You know what I mean? And like if they get people to follow them, hey, cool. You know what I mean? Join the wave, get on the wave because I'm gonna share more shit. I just want to share my shit because with me, it's like I just want to share my shit. Whatever I make, shitty or not, I want to share it. You know what I mean? There's a deeper like context to why I do it, and I'm not getting into that because it should sad as fuck. But a lot of people just want to share their stuff, and I get that too. You know what I mean? And yeah, I get there's people that snap build and expect whatever.
So here's the other part of it. Like,
but hold on. I think those people who snap build and expect this type of following shouldn't even be on your radar because it's quality over quantity. You know what I mean? So let them do whatever the fuck they want. Who cares? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you don't want people who I mean, it all depends who you want to follow you, who you want to follow. You know what I mean? I follow people of quality in my opinion, high caliber in my opinion. You know what I mean? People I want to see and interact with, and yeah, I mean.
All right. So, question. So, can you do both at the same time, though?
Yeah.
I don't see why it's.
What do y'all think?
On the flip side of
Like,
on the flip side of what Frankie is saying, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with Snapchat. Let's make this 100% crystal clear glass.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it. You do you, but if you're doing it, if you are in this hobby and you're building because you think it's going to make you popular, and there's nothing wrong with being popular, but if that is your main goal, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, mate.
You're doing it for the wrong reasons.
You're absolutely doing it for the wrong reasons.
So we all know.
There's nothing wrong with being popular. There's nothing wrong with gaining a certain amount of praise and fame. But not
Yeah, sponsorship or
there's
fucking
nothing.
whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being sponsored. There's nothing wrong with any of that. There's nothing wrong with throwing in, your sponsorship code or whatever.
There's something wrong with begging.
Here's my kind of question.
Begging for it.
Fucking
But
when did it become maybe one of us?
He's on 3G right now.
Yeah, he got downgraded. He's
on like straight roaming data.
Oh boy,
it's worse than when I was in the cruise ship. What the hell?
Go ahead, Zeke. Go ahead. We can still hear you.
What I'm saying is, when does it become one of our responsibilities, like to kind of maybe get that person's attention? Because look, when I first came on IG, Chris brought me on. He was like, "Hey, listen, there's a community on AG. These guys are all great people. You should be there instead of what's going on locally." I mean, there's that aspect of that euphoria, like that drug, right? You're like, "Oh shit!" Like 100 people just like this build or this picture, and you kind of get addicted to that, and then you're like, it'd be really cool. 500 people liked it, and Pabs and I kept talking through, and I kind of dialed it back. And now the shit that I give away, there's no like, hey, give me numbers and I'm gonna give you shit. I'm just like, I'm sending shit out to people to help you get better. You need an airbrush? I got extras.
Yeah, yours comes from my heart, bro.
Right? Yeah. So like everyone I interact with, I love and care about, and I see them doing good things, and I give them what I can. But then you see some people who kind of get in that trap, and you're like, man, this dude, there's goodness there. Like, do I call him out and say, hey, you're going about it the wrong way? Like, dial it back. And then beyond that, there's also this aspect of these people who are kind of going for those large numbers. Like, and Nick touched on this last week, where they're bringing people to our hobby, right? So you can't discount that.
True. I don't know. I'm not a large numbers kind of builder. Never,
Yeah, no.
I don't get a lot of likes on my I don't get a lot of views on any of my shit. That's fine. That's not why I make it. It's not why I do what I do. I still win competitions. That's not what it's about. But right. I enter competitions to challenge myself. Ultimately, I try and do my best, and I want people to beat me. Ultimately, that's like what I strive for, is for somebody to beat me, which is weird. It's kind of a
I got you this year, Brian. Don't even fucking worry about it.
Cool. I got a Titan kind of complex or something. I don't fucking know. I just like do my thing every day, all the time, all the same, every day, always. And yeah.
So sorry, go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
No, I'm derivating. I know what about me. It's good.
So I got a legit question. Hold on just a second. So like the thought of a clout chaser, right? Like what I do, like I will be straight with you. Like I do look at the numbers. I do look at analytics. I do all of that, right? I try very hard actually to up my numbers, especially now because this is my career now, right?
You have to start getting on it. Anybody who likes 20 of your photos, thank you so much. This and that in your stories. You're gonna have to like.
No, but so like my question is, and this is like truly concerning to me now. Like, am I a cloud chaser? Like,
no.
Is it? Right. Is that like
that's a big no, Papa Tim?
The problem is the differences between you and the cloud chaser is that you output quality and expect. You output quality and look at the analytics to see what kind of content you should be releasing, right?
Yeah,
that's where you look at your analytics.
You're expecting a return on your investment
exactly
into the community, into teaching people the tips and tricks to get better. That's not cloud chasing.
You go hard, and you should get the recognition for it.
You're providing a service. You're providing providing a service. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're doing that's your give back. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do none of that shit. You can just build, be great, and fuck everybody else.
That's what I do.
You're doing something good. You know what I mean? You're ever since I started like following you a few years ago, like, when you and Justinius doing the teachings,
I'm just reading Ryan's comments.
Your Mecca decals, the T-shirts. You're giving something that people want, and that's and I think that's the separation between a person who's actually doing something good for the community and getting recognition and compensated for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Versus somebody who's just doing it to fuck off
to be popular and famous.
Yeah, it's
popular and famous.
I mean, it's difficult, like right now, especially because you can't tell, because right now like for me, like I straight up have blinders on, like I am focused on one thing and one thing only, and that's trying to support myself at this point, right?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
so
with
it's
that.
just like I can't tell the outside looking in like I used to be able to, because I'm so focused.
In your specific case, all right, you are turning something that was an off brand, like an off thing for you. So you'd make a couple of bucks here and there, but now you're turning your focus and making it your main source of income. Of course, you're going to be essentially whoring yourself out there, and that's fine.
Say it again. Say it again.
Hey, come on, baby.
Whoring.
You're whoring yourself out there. You need to make ends meet.
Look at Julio. Get the dollars. Get the dollars.
I'm gonna flip the nip.
I chose the wrong word. Yeah, you need to make sure that you make ends meet, and I'm pretty sure everybody understands that, and it's not you're not chasing clout because you are outputting quality. You're output. I mean, I'm tired of seeing. I'm tired of seeing your face every day, but it doesn't matter.
Dude, I'm not. It's great. It's like fucking Days of Our Lives with Tim. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's like every day. What hat is he wearing this time? What hat is he wearing this time?
Jesus Christ, this guy again.
Seriously,
he's gonna run out of hats pretty soon. I'm guessing.
The thing about it, and I want to interject this too, and it's not just to try and suck Tim's dick a little bit more here, but all the stuff that he's putting out there daily, these 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock streams, the SD build off, he's not just doing a full mod on this kit that he just got like slam bash and he's got a fucking force to do it now because he snoozed on the deadline. He's actually take that, Tim.
Fun till May. Fun till May.
He's actually taking it and he's doing all the modifications like real time. He doesn't do any of this stuff on the sly. You're seeing it all live, and he's teaching everyone the little things that we all have picked up on our own on the way.
Free.
And in a way, and for free.
For free,
literally for free. So it's not linked to a Patreon. There's no paywall. There's no bullshit behind it. There's no expectation behind it. It's just given out there as like a way of Tim being Tim, and that's why I don't think of you as being a clout chaser, because you already have the clout.
Right.
You ain't chasing it because you got it.
You have
got it.
You're not chasing a single fucking thing. What you're doing is enhancing and maintaining a level of quality.
Right.
And I think that is something that has value. And I think that not just myself or any of us few here or the people in the backstage or whatever get this. Like it's an overarching thing. So there is a value in that. So you do have an easy ability to draw from that once you figure out the mechanisms that are behind it all.
Hey, listen, you're a winning prize fighter. If you're gonna fight, you want a crowd.
You've already got the following, which is already way miles and miles different from those that are chasing to get a following.
Yeah.
For the
on
wrong
a slow day, Tim has 30 people watching his live stream. On a slow day, I have 2 people watching my live stream.
Listen, Ryan, you've got to hold yourself out more. You know what I mean?
That's fine. I'm fine with it. If people want to watch me, they'll watch me. I'm not pushing myself on anyone, and I'm not trying to say that I want people to watch me, because most of the time I'm just dumb. But
Ryan, I will pimp you out if you have to, man. If
don't pimp me out.
Ryan's streaming right now. Go watch.
Yo, take another button down, bro.
I already have 2. Okay.
Look, this is how we'll sell them. We'll sell them like the better version of Casey Neistat, the better looking version.
Upgrade. Everybody understands. Your following understands why you're doing what you're doing now.
Exactly. And that's what it's about.
It's fine, and that's fine.
I do this because I love it.
Yeah.
And
All right,
if I
so I can hear Armida from the back room saying, "Stop making it all about you." So let's cut this right now. I appreciate the feedback and everything. And honestly, if I ever get to that point, somebody call me out. Like, just hit me up, DM me, like, yo,
you.
Number
Reel
one
it
message right
back,
here.
Come
you
to
know?
Maryland, and I'll slap you in the mouth, Tim.
Yeah, just reel it back, you know. Hey, Tim, reel it back, you
Me and
know.
Julio will drive down.
Absolutely, for real though. Cloud chasing, please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do this hobby because you love doing
Grow
it. Do this
yourself.
hobby. Do this hobby and follow people because you love watching what they do. All right. Don't follow for a follow. Don't whore yourself out there for just because you think it's going to make you famous or
give them follows.
the store.
Yeah.
Sponsorships are
Follow,
not that great.
follow.
I would say this to the fucking camera. Sponsorships are not all that. They're not great. Don't fucking think that is the end goal. Just
Yo,
Especially when they're from a shit company.
Yo, Pat, look.
I don't know. I haven't been sponsored since I was a skateboarder.
Yo, Pat, look. I don't got the Snap-on shirt. I can
Mine's
do this
great,
now.
Pat. Mine's great.
Look at that.
Oh,
But yes, please don't chase clout. All right. If you
Blood freedom.
hone your skills, do what you do, people will eventually start to come to you. So just keep doing this because you love doing it. Keep doing this hobby because it's what you love to do, and eventually if you know you become popular or whatever, then hey, that's a bonus.
Yeah, no, listen. Everybody needs validation from time to time. For some people, it's seeing numbers. For some people, it's getting likes. I'll be damned if I see 5 likes, I'm like, fuck. If I see 100, I'm like, yeah. Like we all
For me,
need
it's
that.
bugs.
Again, like I'm here to get better, to learn, to just kind of show off what I'm doing, and it helps somebody else. It does, and if not. Then it is what it is. But
The only way I feel validated is if I get a hug. So there's nothing in
And
me.
Frankie, next time I see you, I'm gonna give you the
oh,
Give me a hug, Papa Tim.
yeah, right.
First of all,
Frankie, I will pick you up off the
pat me on
ground
the
and
head.
spin you
What?
like-
Eventually, we'll get to the Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship some other time.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, Pabs, a century is when a player scores 100 points in a game in cricket.
Thank you. Yes, that is.
If you hit it to the first border, it's 4 points, and if you hit it to the stand, sixer.
I totally forgot that Pakistan is a big cricket team.
Listen. It was a British sport, and then we took it and we became the best. And that's what you guys call it. That
You guys provide the best nap content in the fucking world. Thank you.
all right, so
I like the sleeps. Give me the sleeps. I'm gonna go to a cricket game. Go to sleep.
I don't play it or watch it, but once in a while, it's entertaining.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
And I love baseball too. Like
Watch
not
it. Watch it if you have insomnia. Trust me.
You will fall asleep, dude.
Right
They
to sleep.
legit take like tea breaks in the middle of the game. They're like, yeah, we're gonna take an hour. We're gonna go have tea and biscuits. We'll come back and play.
Listen to that. Listen to that. Peak athlete performance. They need to have tea and digestive biscuits.
it's like
All
you
right.
your money.
It's after 1 a.m. here on the East Coast. Let's we've been going for over 3 hours. Let's put this one to bed.
Two more.
Huh?
2 more hours.
4.
Yeah, we could do that behind the scenes. We could do it on the after show and have fun. Talk shit about people.
Yeah, I get to curse.
We can give specific names.
We don't do that.
Real quick. Don't do giveaways for fame. Don't make Gunpla a business.
I'm doing it.
Gunpla's not a business for you.
I'm gonna do that.
That's all I'm saying. Don't do that. That's just me. I'm not gonna sell nothing to you.
Somebody was it Zero
right.
Kai? Zero Kai says I look more Asian than English. I am Asian, but I was raised in England.
What do English people look like?
Y'all need a fuck now.
Y'all need a fuck now, right? Oh,
What?
What did you
I
say?
swear, Nathan's
What
got
do
the
I look
greatest
like over there?
one-liners.
I'm German. I'll have you know. Almost completely.
That's a 9.
Not my fault. That's just where my grandparents and my great grandparents are all hailed from. So
All right then.
That's
All
what
right.
they look like though.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
dude, I'm a fucking Viking. Ultimately.
Hey. Arr.
That's a
All right,
pirate.
let's go.
Are
Yeah.
Pirate.
the Caribbean? What the fuck?
Not a prior. Shut the fuck. I was supposed to be a Viking. What does a Viking sound like anyway? Like, come on.
They sound like, hey, let's go cut down some trees and cook a
Like, is that better?
They sound
Southern
Swedish.
Vikings. That's all they are. That's it.
The
Just-
normal as
like,
people
south.
are like farmers and woodsmen. It's all good.
Sounds like
Sounds
the
like-
Fucking
Sounds
Swedish.
like Conan the Barbarian. Anyway, all right, let's go around the room. Let's tell everybody where they can find you. We'll start with Brian. Brian, go.
Hi, everybody. You can find me here on the YouTubes under my own channel, Bro Builder. It's the same as my Instagram, whatnot. Yeah, I'll do things all the time. If you ask me questions through the DMs or through comments, I'll readily answer your questions as best that I can, and I just like to have a good time. So, come back next week to see another bunch of.
We're gonna see butts next week.
Bunch of butts.
On my live streams Tuesday and Thursday night on YouTube, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Tuesdays is the Four Horseman stream. Next week we're gonna have Z, Julio, and Kyle. These rowdy bastards, all having a good time talking about our current builds, the Four Horsemen build for the Psychic Warrior. And then on Thursday I'll be carrying on with my Violent build with Paul on Live at the Workbench with Paul and Brian. So tune in.
Hey, all right. Good stuff. Thank you, Brian. All right, Business Chooch,
Oh, I was on my
East
phone.
LA. Come on, Vato.
Yeah, it's going hard. I was like, yo,
Open
you
it,
got winning BWC this year. I don't give a fuck.
Come on, Vato. Wow. Get him the wire cutters. Let's go.
Big Chooch,
That's racist. I'm sorry.
aka Big Chooch Magooch, aka Big Baby Chooch, clipping up internet. You can find me on all the things that you look for and work with. I'll be there looking at you, making sure you're not doing stupid shit. I'll be here.
Wow, that's very creepy. I can't.
That's not creepy at all.
I'm watching everybody. I'm looking at you.
He sees you when you sleep.
You sleeping right now? You
He's like the ghetto Santa Claus. Look at him.
Close my eyes.
I'm bringing bacon, egg, and cheeses to all the children of the world.
Hold my bacon, egg, and cheese. Hold my bacon, egg, and cheese.
Lettuce and tomato timbos.
Have an Arizona. Chill out. Grab some
99 cents. That price never changes.
What about the broccoli and beef
It
tins?
says it on the can. It's $1.
Nice.
Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese instead?
Oh,
You bet, Tim. We can do a sausage, egg, and cheese
filling.
with onions and peppers.
Come on, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
You need bacon. You gotta eat that pork. It's the closest thing you need in a human.
He's
We cannibals out here.
Sausage is pork, asshole.
yeah, exactly.
I'm just fucking around. You can have it look like pork. You can have whatever you want on it as long as it's salt, pepper ketchup. What?
No.
No.
Pepper ketchup.
No.
No.
What
Mayo
you
and
mean?
ketchup.
That's how you
That's
eat it.
gross.
That's
No,
how
disgusting.
you eat it. You put it in there. It's a gelatinous goodness. You
That's
shove it into your face.
No. Just no.
You're
How
wrong.
how do you eat your bacon, egg, and cheeses?
With your fucking mouth.
I eat my bacon, egg, and cheese. I eat my bacon, egg, and cheese with a toasted bun.
What the fuck you gonna ask how you eat your bacon, egg, and cheese? Nah, through my asshole.
With your asshole.
Oh my God, Frankie, you're so California. Jesus Christ.
Some people eat a bacon, egg, and cheese on a raisin bagel.
You gotta
No,
stop
no,
calling
no.
Frankie.
Those
Or
are
you gotta start
psychopaths.
calling him Frankie, California.
What? No. My name in California better not be in the same fucking sentence again.
Yeah, Frankie, California. All day.
That's what
Nah,
you eat.
chill. Get me
Okay.
out of
Last
here.
time you had a bacon,
Frankie.ca.
All
Get
day.
me out of here.
All day.
when's the last time you had an Arizona?
Like 2 days ago. That's just everywhere.
You lying.
Bro, that's just in gas stations. I got 7-Elevens out here.
I don't know if they have Arizona everywhere. I thought it was just a New York thing. My bad.
Bro, I'm closer to Arizona than you are.
My bad.
The real Arizona.
Arizona is Staten
Oh,
Island.
real Arizona.
What are you
Is
talking
there a
about?
fake Arizona somewhere?
Staten Island is New York's
What
aborted
are we
people.
doing right now?
Jesus.
Right.
All right. Anyway,
Holy hell.
finish up. Business Chooch, finish up.
Catch
Let's
me
go.
on the internet. I'll make fun of you. I don't care. Take it easy. I'll see you next week.
All right, good deal. Thank you, Julio. All right, let's go over to Chris Pabs. Pabs, tell everybody where they can find you.
Find me,
Oh, he's hurting. He's hurting. Look at him.
you can find me on where can you
Facebook, Twitter.
you can find me on Instagram, Chris_Pabs. I will be doing my first live stream.
Live stream tomorrow.
My first live stream tomorrow on YouTube.
Check out MySpace at Chris Pabs.
MySpace at Chris Pabs. No, I'll be youtube.com / something. Just type in my name, you'll find it, Chris Pabs.
Yeah, just like a bread sons.
Yeah, something like that.
A 3 and an S and a $sign or something. I think there's a star in there.
Watch me like mess around with this Sinanju Sumo and other stuff. Let's YouTube, please. 7. So wait, 7 Central. 7 Central. Catch me. This accent stays.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Oh. All right, we can't make fun of Chris no more. He's hurting.
Oh,
thank you, Babby. And he's out.
You ain't British,
Oh,
bro.
Z, go ahead.
All right, guys. I'm Z. You can find me on Instagram at Gunpla Ronin, and I'll probably crash the live stream tomorrow.
Oh, that's you.
But that's about it. That's I'm what?
I was wondering
I'm
who that was.
Oh fuck.
Oh, all right, Z. Thank you, buddy.
Z, you're the best, man.
All right, Frankie.
See, I told you the tie was gonna make it.
Yeah.
It didn't make it, bro. You lying.
Tuck it in a little bit more. Look at that legitness. Look at that. Anyways, you can find me on Instagram at FrankieRG and Twitter. I believe it's the same name, but with the 3 at the end. I can't. Can I plug something in real quick, Tim?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
All right. Bless these guys, everybody doing a stream, support them as much as you can. I can't do the same because I'm out and about bullshitting, not bullshitting, but actually like fucking suffering. But I want to contribute to this shit too. So I was thinking I'm gonna start every Wednesday night around maybe 8 or 7. I might, iron out the details this weekend. I'm gonna do a build therapy on Twitch. So I'm gonna build, and if you got some issues, you gotta know what to talk to about it. Come to Papa Franco. I got you. You know what I mean? I wanna give what these guys do for me, guys and gals, to everybody else. You know what I mean? And these guys are super supportive. I couldn't ask for a better group of people. I was thinking about that question about, oh, would you send yourself a letter? Hell no. To your younger self? Hell no, because I wouldn't be here.
Wouldn't be here.
I want to give that opportunity to somebody else who might need a friend or who might need somebody with wisdom, advice, or something. So follow me on FrankieRG. I'm going to put the details on Instagram probably by...
You wouldn't be Frankie California
whenever I fucking want to.
Yeah, Frankie California.
Frankie California.
Ah, man.
You hear him? He's mumbling. He's literally mumbling right now.
You remember for Frankie California?
Oh man, Frankie California.
That's right.
Frankie Hotel California.
That's right. You heard it here first. Fuck
With a flower in my hair.
Frankie, give back. Give back. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh shit.
Frankie,
Hey, Frankie,
Give back.
Give back.
Frankie, once you get it finalized, shoot me the details on your schedule, and we'll add it to kind of the global schedule that we're putting together.
Beauty.
We'll
get that out.
All
right.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff. I love the idea, brother. I love the idea, and it's good to see you back, son.
Yes, sir.
Good
Hell
to
yeah.
be somewhat back. I'm still going back under my rock after this, but
Rock represent.
slowly creeping,
Hey, we saw you though.
Get on
We
that
saw
wave,
you.
son.
Get on that wave.
Get on that wave, B.
All right, so real quick, let's do some swapping out. I think Pabs is dead. Look at him.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yo,
Pabs died.
Yeah.
Yo, Pabs, wake up. It's your inner soul. Wake up.
I'm fucking away from my bed. Man. Shit.
This is the official voice of your soul.
Frankie California is all I'm hearing.
Yo, Pab, I'm 6'3". I can sit on you.
Pab watch.
I'm
Hey,
6'4". I'm Patty's bodyguard.
I was just reflecting on life a little bit.
I bet that name better not catch on. I swear to God. I'm gonna fucking fight all of y'all.
California?
Living life in Frankie, California.
Oh my God, he's singing.
You can sing? Damn, I might like the name now. Shit.
Got a pipe on him. He got a pipe in him. Go ahead.
What happened?
What happened with that shirt?
I don't know.
Take off that shirt, though.
Nah,
Sing
man.
it to me one more time.
My wife
Be
is telling
gentle
me.
now.
I feel naked right now.
Be gentle with those
I
words.
feel incredible.
I'm showing too much neck. I'm sorry.
At least you got neck to show, unlike Julio.
No, he's good neck now. Look at him.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at this. Ooh, neck right there.
He scratch built that neck.
All right. Let's get everybody else swapped in so they can say goodbye.
Let me
all
out.
right. So let's go. Let's get Chris. Z, we're gonna swap you out. Let's see. Brian, Frankie. Let's get Kyle, Armida. Let's get John Lynn, and we have a late addition, Mr. Mike Wine.
Oh, get down.
Oh God.
Swap me up.
I'm gonna take my clout and roll it up tight and shove it up your ass.
Jesus. Maybe on the after party there, Mikey.
Yeah, right.
Frankie said he's out.
Oh, Frankie's out?
He said swap him out.
Aw. Bye, Frankie.
No, I mean, I'll be back. I'm gonna be here, but like.
Yes, but not right now.
Oh, I got you. All right, Kyle. Tell everybody where they can find you.
So
In the
you
dress
can find
blues,
me.
look at
Yeah.
you.
So this is for Charlotte's little birthday. I know she requested a dress blue, so threw these bad
How
boys
do
on
those
for her
still
quickly.
fit you?
Oh, these have been updated over the last few years.
Ooh.
My
They
shoulders are very broad, so it was tough to get in. I've been in 13 years. You get a little fat after a while.
That's a whole Julio. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's right. I put on the weight to lose the weight. Anyway, I'm cool as Kumpla Builder. I kind of post on Instagram. I don't know, like once a decade I go live, and then maybe once a month I'll post something Kumpla related, and then every other week it's my daughter. The world must see her.
She's a treasure, man.
Yeah, she's adorable. I'll try to post a video tomorrow. We have her running around the house in a little cart thing, and she's fucking hilarious. So this is for Pabs. This is one of the many projects I'm working on. This has been a brutal bunch. It's the remnants of my resin build. It's the Oscar Langley. I finally got this down to a science. I had to strip this damn thing 3 times just for it to be perfect.
Man,
Little discrepancies kept pissing me off. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram. I may or may not be doing something that week. If not, just pay attention. I'll pop up with something. I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
It's a pleasure having me. Thanks again.
It's a pleasure having me. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little late.
No. Own it. Yes. That's what what you meant.
Yes,
Kyle-
Tim.
Kyle
Yes.
doesn't know what to do with his
Chase
hands.
this clout, Tim. Chase it.
It's all that clout.
All right, Kyle. Well, thank you, buddy. Welcome to the crew. All right, Armida, go.
I have so many notes. I'm so mad at all of you.
Okay.
Go. Just get it out.
Text
Go
Marquise.
ahead.
No, that's for later.
Oh shit.
Text Marquise hanging out, just being here and being very thankful to be in a position where I am. But help who you can. You're essential workers and everybody that is on the front lines doing what they can to combat not the situation. It's COVID-19. Congratulations, it has a name. But also, I'm very upset that everybody keeps making the fucking Hotel California joke and no one's making a fucking Danny California Red Hot Chili Peppers joke whatsoever. No one's here that can laugh at that fucking joke. All right,
Sorry.
just go.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Text, thank you.
But also, happy birthday to John Lynn, who has been waiting in the wings for the entirety of her birthday.
She was not. She was on for a while.
Oh, just a little bit.
Text, you gonna take me to a bowling alley?
Whatever you want to do for your birthday, honey. Next chance we get, we're doing it.
Oh, shit, I'm on the camera.
Oh, Studio WD says
Yeah,
Pixar
yeah.
keys from where? Everywhere. Literally everywhere. That's it.
Hey guys. I farm clout now, like what I do. You can catch me on Instagram, Creeping Free for You, YouTube, Creeping Free for You too. I stream Tuesday, Thursdays, 10 to 12, and I'm adding in a morning stream from like probably 8 to 10. And I build and paint crap. Currently this.
It's not crap.
Look at that Galgoo.
And I paint balls and I do things, so have a good one.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, John Lynn. She's 21. Aww.
Hey.
Isn't it funny that
And
most
we
of you
never
guys
saw her
are
again.
my parents?
What's that?
Most of you guys are old enough to be my parents.
Ooh,
I'm not.
Okay, on that note.
that hurts. And he goes to me, the old guy.
Hey, there's that Oakley branded champion
Yeah.
that I missed so much.
There's a little Lexus logo over here too. It's something nice. But yeah.
Mikey came on at like the last minute because we were full.
Yeah, I was waiting forever, but no big deal. Happy
Sorry,
birthday,
man.
John. Oh no, I totally get it. I only came on the last hour, so I didn't expect too much. But anyway, Gundamonium on Facebook, Gundamonium Works on Instagram, and I'm working on a Star Wars kit. So
Word.
that's it.
Thank you, Mikey. Appreciate it, buddy.
And I wore my shirt because I knew I wouldn't
Hey.
get on also.
All right. All right. So, you guys, that has been episode 28 of Mechanism, our semi-professionalism.
What's the theme for next week? What's the theme
are
for next
calling it.
week?
I don't know. We'll have to think about it.
We do prom. I still have my prom.
I mean,
I'm-
it can't be every week, otherwise we're just gonna be sick
Yeah,
of
it
each
can't.
other.
It can't.
Loincloths
No, it
and
can't
thongs. No?
Don't try to
bad
make
idea.
Demonetized.
ninja
There we
costumes.
go.
I'll
Anyway,
wear my Cobra Kai cod piece.
Jesus, God, no. You'll be waiting in the green room all night for that one. Anyway,
Wait.
all right.
Tim, I gotta go on a Dominion next week.
What's that?
I gotta go on a Dominion next week. We're doing it.
Hey,
Dominion.
if you want to go straight Minion style, go for it, Jay.
Oh, Jesus.
Go for it.
Oh, so it's onesie night on Mechanism?
I got a SpongeBob onesie.
They're all wearing onesies.
Halloween costume. Don't ask. You might see it next week.
We're not wearing onesies. Anyway, all right. So, you guys, I will be back here on Monday 3 to 5 every day next week. So come on back for that. We'll be back here on Mechanism next Friday. So until then, have a wonderful weekend. Be safe out there. Use some common goddamn sense. Don't chase clout and wash your damn hands. All right. So with that being said, we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Good night.